Alright, so this may be one of the more offensive videos I do, because you can't please everybody. So, it's a good chance that out of these 48 K group boys, that I'm gonna offend somebody. So, let me get comfortable. Okay. So, what they've done is they've released these videos called Time Attack 1 minute PR videos. Now, this is weird because I believe they did do PR videos for Girls Planet, but they also had like just their intro videos, and that's what I was looking forward to. But now we get to see something kind of different. There seems to be a limitation on how much time they have to show you what they've got, and so I'm going to use this as a sort of preliminary way to judge members of K Group on how they perform or what they showcase. It's going to be a very kind of like subjective thing. It's going to be kind of like up in the air. I'm not going to have very concrete or solid criteria that I'm looking at. I'm kind of just going to feel it out a bit. Right, so let's go to the first guy. Let's cue this up.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이
Oh. Okay, so Lim Janseo.
시작됩니다.
What does this say? 143 Entertainment. Is this guy with a company like that? Whoa! It's like Spaceballs. It's like some kind of sci-fi door. One came in whistling.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. 여러분 모두 아웃.
Is there subtitles for this guy? Oh my goodness. How are you even supposed to do this? All right, let's see how the auto translate works.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. 여러분 모두 아웃. 지금 저한테 마음 흔들린 거 딱 들켰어요. 안녕하세요. 반전 매력의 소유자 14.
What is this guy saying about the rose that was shaken because it bloomed or something?
13 엔터테인먼트 습생 임준서입니다. 여러분,
Is he faking being out of breath?
제가 보이즈 플래닛 출연을 위해 지금 막 오징어 게임에서 1등하라고 돌아왔는데요. 기념으로 달고나를 챙겨왔습니다. 짜잔!
Is this a heart made of cardboard and tape?
바로 여러분.
His heart was very strangely cut in the divot between the two bumps at the top.
분들을 향한 저의 마음입니다.
It looks more like a Y.
이 달고나처럼 여러분들의 마음을 달달하게 녹여줄 저의 춤 보여드리겠습니다.
You just put it back in his pocket instead of throwing it.
I need you, girl. 왜 혼자 사랑하?
It was kind of awkward just now. That was an awkward start. And then after like 3 steps, he like looked at someone off to the side. And I feel like he's not that secure about it.
하고 혼자서만 이별해. I need you, girl. 왜 다칠 걸 알면서 자꾸 네가 필요해.
That was pretty good for a bunch of groin grabbing. I would say his moves are pretty good. He was a little shaky in his voice, so I feel like his nerves are kind of like lacking a bit. But other than that, he has a good look. Right? I like his face. He has like a really apparently nice like facial jaw and structure. Like I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's pretty nice. And so I think that he can get far in the visuals. I have to hear him sing without being nervous. And I don't know if like singing a cappella is like working for him, but he's just way too nervous, I think, to pull it off. But the dance moves, they were pretty good.
다들 다른 사람 투표 그만해. 이러다 준서 데뷔 못해.
10초 남았습니다.
저 임준서의 이런 반전 매력이 궁금하시다면 저의 깐부가 되어주세요. 지금까지 143 엔터테인먼트 소속 여수생 죄송합니다. 10초 남았습니다.
Yeah, he seemed nervous up until the end. I guess it's the time attack thing. I mean, that could be the reason. And so I don't want to discount anything too fast. But based off this so far, I would say that. Let's see. How am I going to write this down? Lim Janseo is. I would say he's an A class. He's pretty good. right? So above that's going to be S class, and then like someone who's just obviously star is going to be S plus class. This is something I learned from one of my students. She explained through every girl's Planet Girl why they were this class and that class, and I was kind of blown away by like how easy she ranked them, and so I'm just gonna make a small attempt, but I'm a lot nicer than she is, so like I'm obviously gonna rate a whole bunch of people way higher, but I do plan to be a little bit mean. So let's say that's Slim Jump Sayo. This is his. Let's see. I have to copy the link to the video in case I have to cross-reference them later. Anyways, I feel like normally I feel like I should write up a whole write-up about this guy before even moving to the next guy. But since I'm doing a video, let's just go to the next one.
잠시 후
Okay, so this is Jung Min Kyu. He's the next guy. Oops. I feel like you ever copy and paste something and it steals the entire formatting with it? Alright. Where is it? By the way, was I full screen on the last video? Jung Min Kyu.
1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
This is stressful. Why are they doing this?
안녕하십니까. 이번 발표를 준비한 케빈 74 소속 정민규입니다.
Do I have to turn on these subtitles every single time? Unbelievable. These aren't even accurate. What the heck? Hello, this is Kevin Min Kyo Jung. His name's Kevin. Hey, why does he have Doraemon?
오늘은 요즘 화제인 공대 그 선배에 대해 알아보는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 그 선배의
He's a senior from engineering school.
외모를 한번 살펴보겠습니다. 보시는 것과 같이 매우 잘생겼습니다.
He is handsome. I have to show you pictures of myself without glasses just so you believe me. He's a good-looking guy.
그 선배는 키 185, 나이는 24살, 현재 대학교 4학년에 재학
Hey, we don't need to know this stuff.
중이라고 합니다. 특징으로는 공과대학 건물에서 자주 출몰하며 수업이 끝나면 바로 사라진다고 합니다. 하지만 교수님들과의 사이는 좋은 것으로 알려져 있습니다.
He's known to
그
have
선배의
good
장점으로는
relationships with the professors.
첫 번째 미소, 두 번째 긍정적인 마인드, 세 번째 모든 일에 최선을 다하는 것입니다. 단점으로서는 잠이 많고 밥을 많이 먹는다고 합니다.
Downside is he sleeps and eats a lot. That's not.
마지막으로 그는 현재 보이즈 플래닛에 출연 중이라고 합니다.
Those are good things. You should sleep a lot and eat a lot. You only have a minute. You really gonna take off this jacket like that? You should throw it on the ground.
10초 남았습니다.
Oh, he's so gentle with this.
지금 당장 사랑
He's a little nervous. I saw his lip tremble a bit. He's basically out of time.
해요. 아우.
That was funny, to be honest. That was good. I didn't see anything. Guys, this is for an intro. This is not really that good. He shouldn't have told us those details. Nobody cares about your height. Nobody's gonna care about whether you were liked by your teachers. He should have done something else to show his personality. But if he was intended to make us laugh, that was a success. So unfortunately, this guy did not get a chance to really. He made me laugh, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of doubt and say that he intended that, right? So normally I would probably give this guy because he didn't sing, he didn't dance, he didn't show like a lot of stuff, and he was nervous as well. But I feel like that was kind of like it could have been intentional, and also it was kind of funny too. And so I would say, in general, I would probably give this guy a C class. But because there's a chance that he may have intended to make me laugh, and the nervousness could be an act to some degree, like where he just ran out of time, I'm gonna give him points for personality and bump him up to a B class. But I would have liked to seen some singing, some dancing, but you don't always see that here. But then on top of that, you like to see some charisma, like personality, someone who's just kind of like you get to see a lot of them. But you know, I liked some aspects of this guy, but I just feel like he failed to like utilize the time right. And so even if there's something good about him, and I'm giving him the benefit of doubt, I'm giving him a B class just based because I didn't get to see him dance or sing. So he's a B class. That's honestly, B class is not that high. It's kind of like if there's enough A classes or S classes or S plus classes, I mean the B class just gets trimmed from my short list basically. And so unfortunately for this guy, that's where this one ended up. Okay, so that's this guy. What the heck is this? Let me make a copy of this URL. Okay. So the next guy
잠시 후
is Han Seobin. Seobin. I'll just get the URL now, so I don't have to do it at the end. Alright. Wow, I can't believe it took me 10 minutes to get through 3 guys. How long is it going to take to get through 48?
1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
현장에 나와 있는 한 기자입니다.
Is that like a giant microphone or something? Wow. That's like the kind of stuff that you get at the carnival. How do I change this to English? This is reporter. Okay.
현재 하이어뮤직 소속 한서빈이 모든 사람의 마음을 마구마구 빼앗아가고 있다는 소식입니다. 도대체 어떤 무서운 매력을 가진 친구인지
He's reporting on himself stealing other people's hearts.
제가 위험을 무릅쓰고
In the fun kind of way, not the morbid kind of way. Hopefully.
인터뷰한 영상 함께 보시죠.
Oh, wow. This guy's a genius.
안녕하세요. 저는 부드럽고
Tight.
파워풀한 춤과 때론 낯선 듯한 너의 모습에 조금은 어색하게 행동할지 몰라 이렇게 매력적인 목소리로
This guy's pretty good. Okay, those dance moves are pretty tight. And then the singing, he was steady. This guy's pretty stable, I think. This guy's a good teammate. Let's continue to see how he is, because right now he's giving me good dance moves. He's giving me good singing. His visuals are average to me, but they're no worse than the last guys. But the first guy, he looked pretty good though, so I would say his visuals are good. But so far, the second guy average, this guy kind of average, in my opinion.
여러분들의 눈과 귀를 즐겁게 해 마음을 빼앗고 있는 한서빈입니다. 제 무대를 보시다 보면 여러분들도 모르게 여러분들의 마음이 저에게 빼앗겨 있을 테니 한순간도 눈을 떼지 마시고
10초
꼭
남았습니다.
잘 지켜봐 주세요. 슉슉 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 조심해라. 나 위험하다.
This guy is confident. I like the cut of this guy's jib. That was pretty good. So he has a good personality. He has good dance and singing. I'd have to give this guy, I mean, he's not as good looking as the first guy. Right, so I'm kind of in a dilemma here. But he's did way better. You know, this is why the second guy should be a C class, really. But this guy is not a B class. He's an A class. He deserves to be shortlisted in that way. So I'm going to put this guy in the A class. So far, we haven't seen an S class. And we haven't seen an S plus class. So, let's cue up the next guy. But yeah, that guy was pretty good. And he dresses like The Rock.
잠시 후 1분
So this next guy is Jang Ji-ho. And I should be looking at the views on these things too, but I actually don't want to be influenced by that stuff. Because I feel like if I look at the views, then I'm just like, it might be affected in terms of what I think. Just because the mob might be really interested in it. And so I consciously pay more attention. So I'm going to try to avoid not looking at the views for these. But let's go. This is Jang Ji-ho.
1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
안녕하십니까. 이번 2023년 보이즈 플래닛에 출마.
This guy has he has an effeminate and kind of cute boy look, which is okay.
하게 된 버스턴 엔터테인먼트 기호 04번 장지호입니다. 여러분, 혹시 K-팝 신의 노잼 시기가 왔다는 말 들어보셨나요? 저와 함께 가는 이 K-팝 신의 길은 단연코 UGMC가 도래할 것을 강력히 주장하는 바입니다. 이에 다음과 같은
I saw a little hesitation just now. So, yeah, he was pretty steady for a lot of it, and I do think he's a confident guy. But when he was trying to do that move, I sensed some hesitation. So there's a little bit of acting there, a little bit of uncertainty, and to some degree, there should be uncertainty if you're kind of like not really being yourself. Because most people they struggle with being like insincere, right? And we're looking for people for their sincerity. So we'll see where this guy goes. That's probably not something he would normally do, and that's why he kind of hesitated. But we'll see how he is when he dances and sings and whatever.
공약을 약속드리겠습니다. 첫 번째,
Why didn't I turn this up? I keep forgetting these subtitles. I might have to do something to make this permanent. Like go back to Mnet's channel after this guy's video, and then keep them turned on so that they don't clone the previous tab. If that makes any sense to you.
제대로 된 청량소년미로 보이즈 플레이에서 보여드리겠습니다. 큐! 큐! 큐!
He did not hesitate at all when he did those.
두 번째,
That seems to be something he does
무엇이든
and he's comfortable with. So he knows he's supposed to be that kind of character. I could see this guy in a group though. He has a good look,
열심히 하는 모습으로 여러분들께 다가가겠습니다.
hardworking guy.
지호에게는 댄스도 있고 보컬도 있고 그리고 랩도 있고 그리고
vocals, rapping.
여러분을 향한 사랑도 있으니까
He kind of did a rough guy's voice. He kind of did my voice. he just did that right now. So he's trying to be a cute boy. He does the rough guy's voice.
그럼 지금까지 기호 04번
10초 남았습니다.
장지호였습니다. 내 맘을 줘, 네 맘을 받아 줘. 기호 04번 장지호 많이 뽑아주세요. 감사합니다.
So he says he's good at singing and dancing. We didn't get to see it. He didn't bother trying. I don't know what that was about, but he seemed pretty steady. I'm gonna say the only time I saw him hesitate was really that one time when he was doing something that seemed kind of like it's a deliberately phony thing. So you would kind of hesitate if you were trying to do something that's not you, right? So I don't really judge the steadiness on their everyday speaking or how they promote themselves. I judge the steadiness on like their confidence, like how they look at the camera and talk to people. I judge the steadiness on how they perform and dance, right? Or try to woo someone. I don't think he was trying to do that, but he did hesitate a little bit. So we'll see what happens for that guy. But so far, I would say he's A class, just based on what I saw. I know he didn't sing or dance, but there's something about that guy. And I feel like he's not as good as the last guy, but the thing is, to some degree, his visuals do trump the other things. And that's just me being real there. And I feel like he could round out a group just with his unique visuals. And he does have very unique visuals. Like if a girl had that visuals, she would be really cute, right? And so as a boy, he has the cute boy visuals. And I feel like I didn't really see everyone in this competition yet, but there's probably only like 4 or 5 guys who have that look. As in the cute boy visuals. With a variety of cute boys. But yeah, I'll put him in A class. And I'm gonna go do that thing I said I was gonna do, which is go back to Mnet's channel with this tab and continue from there and see if the subtitles stick, because that's gonna be like a huge hassle. Okay, so the next guy is Park Gwan-young.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
Park Gwan-young. And let's see. I'm trying to avoid looking at the views. All right, here we go.
다.
Normally, I would be way more strict with this, I think. But I'm being a bit open right now. Because it is a time attack thing, And so if they're a little bit more nervous, I can understand. So
봄봄봄 봄이 왔네요. 우리가 처음 만났던 그때 향.
I don't feel like this guy should use dark eye makeup. I feel like it makes him look sick. He should not use. I feel like it should just be a solid skin color. For like if you have hooded eyes like that, then I feel like you should just embrace it and don't darken it because it does make people look a little bit sickly. Maybe that's just the look as well.
향기 그대로.
He reminds me of I forgot her name in Girls Planet. I'm trying to not name Kim Dayon, but there's another Dayon. But I can't remember.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like the subtitles did not automatically. Oh no! Accidentally flipped ahead while trying to turn on the subtitles. Unbelievable. So that did not work. That was a waste of time. Oh, yeah.
봄봄봄 봄이 왔네요. 우리가 처음 만났던 그때 향기 그대로. 안녕하세요.
Actually, he could put eye makeup, but it just has to be lighter, not darker.
저는 사계절에 모두 어울리는 목소리를 가진 개인 연습생 박관영입니다. 예쁜 마음 모두 모아서 따라주고 싶은데 어떠신가요? 시원하신가요? 오케이.
So his voice is pretty good. It's a bit harsh, but it's normal for people with that tone to just have that harsh voice. And they just have to kind of tame it. And they have to sing maybe not as often, but like at pointed times go that high. But when he does soften it, it sounds really good. So I don't know if that's a hurdle like throughout the range of his vocal, where he has to get to that part where he can sing it like more softer and with the was it vibrato?
다음은 가을. 나 가을 타나봐 네가 그리워진 네.
So at this point, at the height of his lungs, it looks like it's kind of like it feels a little bit strained, and that's the problem. And so I feel like once he gets over that, when he's in the higher, then it doesn't really happen as much, and then when it's really lower, it doesn't happen. So it may be just this part of his voice, but I don't really like the tone of the voice.
밤나 혼자서 가을 타나봐. 혹시 가을 타시나요? 외로워도 괜찮아요. 저 관영이가 있죠?
Objectively, it's a good voice, though. Like objectively speaking, he has a really good range. But I don't personally like the tone of it, and I feel like it also feels a little strained in the mid. Like, I don't know if it's a hump. I'm just guessing right now.
있잖아요. 근데 슬슬 추워지는 것 같은데? I search the universe 널 다시 찾을
남았습니다.
때까지 1년 365일 내내 저 관영이가 함께 할 테니까요. 박관영 꼭 기억해 주세요. 감사합니다. Four
I like the way he's dressed, though.
season boy for you.
That was funny ending. Alright, so, in terms of that guy, I'm gonna have to B-class that guy. But me personally, while I'm not a fan of that kind of voice, maybe it's just the way maybe it's not developed in terms of learning how to best use it. I'm not a fan of that voice, and so for that reason, I can't keep him in A class. But also, I feel like it was kind of like the way it was presented. Not a lot happened, and maybe I didn't turn on the subtitles soon enough. But I didn't see any dancing. The singing that I heard, I wasn't partial to it. Even though like he has a good voice and a loud voice as well. But I liked his style. I didn't like the eye makeup, but other than that, he seemed to have a decent face. And so I'm gonna have to B class him, but he's not a C class at least. So B class. Alright, let's go to the next guy. Next guy. Okay. Oh, this is funny. This is very funny. It's probably gonna be a little cute. Let's open this up.
잠시 후.
Let's pause that. Why do these always auto start? 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 Why do these always auto st There's gotta be a way to turn that off. Okay, so this is Oh Sung Min.
(1분) 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
너 나를 키워줄래?
Dog outfit. Okay, I'm curious about this table. He's got my attention. Why does it say yes or no? He got my attention by... Okay, I see. Will you raise me? Yes or no?
안녕하세요. 저는 웨이컨 소속 4년차 연습생 강아지 오상민
A 4-year training.
입니다. 오늘 제가 여러분들께 질문을 드릴 건데요. 질문을 듣고 예, 아니요로 대답을 해주시면 됩니다. 이해되셨나요? 네, 저의 포지션은 비주얼인데요.
So, I noticed something about this guy is that obviously it's like, you ever think about the way a school teacher talks to the students? To some degree, it's a little phony, right? And I don't know if anyone else other than me and like a couple of my students look for sincerity in people. We always, so I noticed that this is a little bit like, yeah, it's a bit like the teacher talking to the student a bit, or like the guy on television who's like, he talks from the polka dot door, or like a kids show just like talking to kids. That's the vibe I'm getting from, and I don't know if it's like the 4-year training that causes that, but that's the sense I'm getting from it.
그런 거 같나요? 네, 맞습니다. 그럼 여기다가 키도 180이라던데 그런 거 같나요? 네, 맞습니다. 저는 180에 직각 어깨를 소유하고 있습니다.
Jeez, that guy is tall.
여기다가 노래도 잘하고 춤도 잘하고 게다가 매력까지 짱짱 넘친다는데요. 그런 거 같나요? 네, 마지막으로 질문을 드리도록
10초
하겠습니다.
남았습니다.
여러분, 저를 키워주실 건가요? 네, 앞으로 잘 부탁드리고 투표도 많이 부탁드리고 사랑합니다. 네.
It's funny how they have the camera on after the door closes, so you can kind of hear that reaction. And I think that's helpful actually, because you want to get that part of it, like how sincere they are. And so you can see that, yeah, he broke character at the end. But yeah, that guy, I kind of like that guy. He even though I was like wondering about his sincerity, it wasn't about, when I say sincerity, I'm talking about, are they real and authentic, like in person? Like, do you have a guy who, like, when you're talking to them, like, is he gonna be real and upfront with you all the time, on the level, and kind of like not just being nice to you to be nice? But then again, that's sort of an idol's job too, right? But at the same time, some of them can be like, they could still be, they kind of, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain without like thinking of examples. But anyways, that guy, he didn't sing, he didn't dance, but his personality seemed okay. He was very comfortable doing that. Like, I did not see him shake at all. So that should be a plus. And, you know, as an idol, I'm willing to say, even though I did not see the level of, like, gritty realness from him that I was looking for, I would say that he delivered that pretty, like, solidly. And so, I would say that guy's between B and A class. And I would say, at this point, is he memorable enough to be an A class? He looked okay, but it's very average, as far as I'm concerned. And there was another guy, at least two people before this guy, who looked way better and way more interesting in terms of being an idol. Really, this guy, I could see him if he was hosting a kids show, he would be like an S class. But I would say I'm gonna be generous and give this guy an A class for now. But truth is, I don't know how good this guy's at singing and dancing. But, you know, I've never seen a kids show instructor not be able to sing to some degree or dance or entertain, so. Oh Sung-min, you lucked out. Okay, so the next guy
잠시 후 1분
is Choi Ji-ho. Ji-ho? Okay. I can tell from the thumbnail this guy looks okay. Seems really cool. Are you a greaser or a Soch? Let's see.
1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
from now on. Just fast forward past this countdown. Oops, that's I just realized I didn't turn it on. Alright.
GGGO drop the beat. Big
Whoa.
snare. Hi-hat. Her melody. Yeah, let me introduce myself. 나는 19 핫패치 우체 코로나 마스킹 상태로도 뚫고 나오는 발성. 또 또한 내 장점 보이스 플랜을 새 나가. 감 잡아야지 it's my time. 놀라겠지 깜빡. 가득 캐시 타임라인 trendy and fancy. Yeah, that's me new MC. 하나도 남김없이 전부 보이스 테니 high five. 안녕하십니까. FNC 엔터테인먼트 연생 최조입니다. 앞서 간단하게 비트를 만들고 랩으로 자기소개를 해보았는데 어떠셨나요? 이것 말고도 준비된 것들을 전부 방송을 보여드릴 테니까
10초 남았습니다.
많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다. 그럼 이만.
What does that mean? That's 20,000. That was pretty good. It's too bad the tablecloth is semi-transparent under the lights. But that was pretty good. I felt a lot of sincerity from that guy. And his rap and his DJing was pretty strong. That could be one of the strongest entries I've seen so far. Right? And he seemed like, I liked his style too. Like he's really cool. So, that's the kind of guy you would hang out with. So, let's see. He's definitely an A class. But is he an S class? It's really hard to say. I'm gonna have to see him sing and dance. He probably can't sing. He's probably a rapper. But I'll have to see. But that guy, I don't want to create an A plus class. So I'm gonna have to be a little strict here. Even though I think highly of this guy, and even though I kind of want to put him in the next class, it's way too early. I might bump him up later. But for now, A class. And that's a lot of people in A class so far, so I kind of feel bad about putting him here on the other level with the other people. But I've been way too generous, maybe. Maybe I need to be meaner. This is something that just happens through the course of looking at these. Is that eventually you start to see some people better than others, and then you're like, I should be more mean. Okay. So we've seen 7. There's a lot to go. There's a lot. I may have to cut this video off.
잠시 후 1분 카운트.
Alright, so this guy is Jung Se-yun. Jung Se-yun. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
카운팅이 시작됩니다.
정세윤 나와라. 야.
Gotta catch them all. I gotta turn on these subtitles for this. Gotta see what this guy's gimmick is about. Oh my goodness, why did they do this? This is supposed to be a global show, Mnet. Did you know that Mnet didn't even put up the preview episode with English subtitles? And they didn't even stream it live? I have a copy of it. But it's not the whole episode. It's missing, it's missing a chunk of the beginning. But I did see most of it. So I guess I'm the only person who has a copy of that. But there's no subtitles, so there's no point in really covering it. Alright, let's start.
안녕하세요. 저는 EV를 닮은 남자.
This guy's he looks like he has a Miyazaki character, like the mouth pouting forward.
울림 엔터테인먼트 연습생 16살
The cheeks.
정세윤입니다. 여러분, EV가 다양한 모습으로
16 years old.
진화를 하듯이 저 정세윤을 원하시는 모습으로 진화를 시켜주세요. 불의 돌을 사용 시 정열적인 모습을, 물의 돌을 사용 시 쿨하고 멋있는 모습을, 천둥의 돌을 사용 시 날쌔고 재빠른 모습을,
I don't know what's going on. But I guess these are different types of Pokemon. that he uses.
얼음의 돌을 사용 시 도도하고 랭처럼 모습을.
Wait, those aren't Pokemon, they're just rocks. Does anyone understand this?
마지막으로 여러분들의 사랑으로 친밀도 레벨업을 시켜줄 시에는 친근하고
I wonder how this guy's face is going to change when he gets older.
귀여운 모습으로 이렇게 다양한
10초
매력을
남았습니다.
보여드릴 수 있는 저 정세윤을 뽑아주세요. 여러분들의 귀여운 EV가 되고픈 정세윤이었습니다. 여러분 사랑합니다.
That was not really a good showing. He's a young kid, but I feel like he didn't sing, he didn't dance, and I didn't really see much of the personality. He literally just told me about random rocks, and so he's kind of like, I imagined this, and then these are the things I'm telling you. And I feel like it's a guy who you have a school assignment, and he does the assignment, but he doesn't really like do the assignment. As in, like, he didn't really do it that well. So I don't want to hate on this guy, but I just feel like that wasn't very good. And I don't even want to give him. I don't want to give him a B class either. I think I'm gonna C class this guy. I don't think I've ever C classed anyone. And I hate to do it to guys so young as well. And it's not like he has a bad look. But anyways, C class for Jung Se-yeon. I hope none of them watch this video. I mean, maybe they should watch it and get advice from it, but I feel like I don't want to hurt their feelings.
잠시 후
So this is Kim Tae Ray. This is the next person. I hope I don't accidentally skip one while I'm doing it. Alright, let's see if I can fast forward this countdown. This guy looks just like the other guy. Guy number 2. Kind of. He has a guitar. Let's see how he plays.
안녕하세요. 웨이크원 김태래입니다.
He's with Wake One.
저는 흔치 않은 아이돌
I don't feel like they should say that. I feel like I mean, maybe it's an advantage or a disadvantage, but I don't feel like they should say their company.
싱어송라이터인데요. 오늘 여러분들을 위해 노래 한 곡 들려드리려고 하니 잘 들어주세요.
It is amazing though that like, American and even like British competition shows, there's like, they're not necessarily trained. Some might be without ever mentioning that they were trained or that they were with the company or have representation. But like in this show, the expectation is that they do have company, and if you don't have a company, you're probably not going to do that well, even if you have a lot of like solid like ground attributes that people would really like, but it's underdeveloped. Like in the first season, there was like a couple of people who had no company at all, and they looked like they had a lot of good attributes, but then like when it came to perform and doing stuff, they just weren't looked down. They weren't looked upon well. Anyways, I should turn on the subtitles. Oh, this is getting really annoying. Maybe I just won't do it. Maybe I'll just see if they shine through without being able to communicate.
여러분 아무 걱정하지 마세요. 이제 제가 책임집니다. 저 밝은 무대 위에 올라가 더 빛이 나는 우아한 외모, 시원한 노래, 그 누구보다 더욱 빛나서 눈이 부시는 테레입니다. 감사합니다.
10초 남았습니다.
That was pretty good. He was kind of musical. I really felt it way more when he went upbeat.
저의 안경에 찰칵 포착되신 여러분, 많은 관심과 사랑 테레에게 보내주세요. 여러분들의 기호광이 되도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
And he was steady too. He was pretty steady, even though I feel like his slower singing, wasn't that strong. It felt strained, like he was struggling with it a bit. And so when he went upbeat, then it was like no problem. But that was pretty good. I would give this guy. I think he's an A class, and he has a nice look too. He looked like that. He looked like the nerdy guy from Victorious. What's his name? Matt. All right, let's go to the next guy. Jim Min Hyuk.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이
Alright, let's get this URL. His name is Kim Min Hyuk. Alright, let's see this. Fast forward. Alright, good.
사랑은 소리 없이 찾아와.
This guy came in singing right away.
내 가슴을 떨리게 만들죠.
Also, I like that he's wearing his hooded eyes without like it being too dark. I don't know, maybe the other guy just had like a deep inset eyes. But I feel like this guy is doing a good job.
저랑 노래방 가실래요? 희만 모르겠니? 요즘 난 미친 사람처럼 너만 생각해.
Very strong. Very good. And he looks good as well. Actually, this boy haircut is maybe holding him back a bit, but he's a boy, so I don't expect him to when he becomes a lot older, he's gonna fill into his look, and I feel like he's gonna have maybe more curly hairstyles, maybe longer hair, and I feel like he's gonna look really good.
Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby.
Dance moves, the moves themselves were good, but it didn't flow that well for me.
안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 보이즈 플레이트에서 반짝반짝 밝게 빛나는 별이 되고 싶은 김민혁이라고 합니다.
You don't need to sing again. We heard the good part in the beginning. You don't take that many chances. You just sing your best part and then don't keep doing it.
이렇게 여러분 앞에 서게 되어 너무 설레고 두근두근 거리는데요.
10초 남았습니다.
데뷔하러 가는 길 도와주실 거죠? 지금까지 김민혁이었습니다. 감사합니다. 이렇게 다치는구나.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was a very good audition. Very good time attack thing. I think this guy's pretty strong. I'm gonna give him. I was way too generous. I gave too many people A class. I should have knocked some people down. I might bump some people up. Anyway, this guy is strong. I'm gonna give him an S class. But he's not that high above A. I don't want to give this guy. I don't really want to give him an S class. And so you have to know this is with a lot of reluctance. But I'm giving it an S class. Who knows? There might never be people who can match that. But I've already seen people in like the Signal song that are probably S class already. So let's go to the next one.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅.
So this guy is back. No. Ha. Back. No. Ha. Alright, let's go.
거기 누구더냐?
A scooter. This guy seems young. He's like a 17-year-old guy.
그대였어.
He has a nice hairstyle.
만나서 반갑소. 내 큐브 엔터테인먼트 소속 연습생 박도아라고 하고. 내 원래 성균관에서 연기 공부를 하다가 그대에게 좀 더 다양한
He has a deep voice, kind of like my nephew.
매력을 보여주고 싶어 이 자리에 서게 되었소. 부족하지만 노래 한 곡 들려드리겠소. 나를 사랑하는 법은 어렵지 않아요. 지금 모습 그대로 나를 꼭 안아주세요. 그대 마음에 들...
Hey, the tone is nice, but the singing, he needs a little bit more practice. But the foundation is there.
들었으면 좋겠소. 부족했다면 그대의 마음을 얻기 위해 더 노력할 터이니 그대의 응원
Should I turn on the subtitles? There's only 10 seconds left. I feel like... this is so annoying. Alright.
10초
닫겠다, 닫겠다.
남았습니다.
시간 이렇게 되었으니 10분 뒤에 저기서 기다릴 터이니 우리 궁으로 가십시다. 그럼
That guy was pretty good. In terms of his look, visually, he had a nice look. But his singing, he needs more training. But the foundation is there. That's the kind of person like you would raise to be a good supporting member of the group. I'm gonna A-class him. But he didn't really do a lot to deserve it. I'm just saying. Okay, how deep are we? 8, 9, 10, 11. We've done 11, guys. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll do 12 and then start another one. I don't know. Maybe I could do all of them. Maybe this should be one long-ass video.
잠시 후
Excuse my language. So this next guy is Jang Min Seo. Jang Min Seo. The heck? I could have sworn for a second that it was very effeminate look.
안녕하세요. 저는 울림 엔터테인먼트 연습생.
Wow, this guy has piano fingers.
7개월 차 연습생 17살 장민서입니다. 잠시만요.
What's he gonna do?
짜잔.
Took off his glasses. Hey, that was some pretty good playing. He looks nice too. He has a nice face. I could see this guy being a very striking character.
はい、私はこうやっていろんなキ
He seems a bit soft though. He needs to kind of become more edgy.
ャップのある魅力を持っている練習生です. 네, 저는 이렇게 여러 가지 반전이 있는 매력을 가지고 있는 연습생인데요. 앞으로도 여러 가지 매력들을 이용해서 여러분들을
10초
심장어때
남았습니다.
할 수 있는 연습생입니다. 앞으로도 저 울림 엔터테인먼트 장민서 꼭 잊지 말아주세요. 감사합니다.
That was kind of a rough. That was a bit rough in terms of his package. But I like him. I mean, imagine a guy who only shows you his guitar playing, and the guitar playing is really good. And then he has good visuals. He's a bit soft though, so I don't know if he needs to like toughen up or be around more men, which is just about to happen. I don't know. These are very sensitive judgments I'm making early on, but I feel like this guy could become way stronger, right? I mean, this is like that guy is potentially S class. I'm just saying. He might even be S plus class. That's a lot to go on, just guitar playing and looks. I didn't hear any singing, didn't hear any rapping, didn't see any dancing. I mean, this is a huge leeway to give him. But I'm gonna A class him. Based on what he showed, he should be a B class. Because I didn't see enough. But what I did see, I really liked. And also, I see foundation. So I'm gonna A class this guy. But like tentatively, I'm telling you that right now, just based on what I saw, I want to give him an S class. He has too good of a look, too unique of a look, to let him go as well. And it's not just like he would be good for
잠시 후
to become an idol, but he would be good for a group support as well. And I think he needs it. I think he needs the group. I'm gonna put a star next to that last guy. I'm gonna star a few people. Because it's a bit tentative. The next guy is Lee Dong-gun.
안녕, 나는 그레이트엠 엔터테인먼트 2년차 연습생 05년생 이동건이라고 해. 만나서 반가워. 내 MBTI는 ISTJ이고 난 언제나 희망을 잃지 않고 앞으로 잘 나아갈 수 있다는 장점이 있어. 나의 주특기는 부드러우면서도 파워풀한 댄스야. 지금부터 보여줄게. 너가 나를 뽑아준다면 나는 내 매력으로 널 내 걸로 만들 거야. 응답해줘. 오벌,
10초 남았습니다.
오벌. 지금까지 네 마음속에 슝 하고 안착한 이동건이었어. 꼭 기억해줘. 앞으로 잘 부탁해.
Okay, so pretty good dancing, but not quite there. It was a little bit flawed, and I just feel like it was lacking a bit in. Is it intuition in his dancing? I feel like it was learned, but it wasn't as fluid as I would have liked it to be. In the beginning, it seemed that way, but then when he did more of them, it seemed really like shaky by comparison. So maybe he overshowed his hand a little bit. But I didn't hear any singing. But he has a great personality, and he made me laugh as well. So I kind of like this guy. I'm gonna give him an A class, but I feel like I'm being generous here a little bit because he over danced. I saw more dancing than I needed to see.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅.
All right, next guy. Hong, Keon, he. What a strange name. Oh, I fast forwarded too far. That was kind of creepy. How it. Look at this guy. It's like, hello, welcome to the butcher shop.
여러분들 요즘 최애 찾기 너무 힘드시죠? 아이돌 천국 보이즈 플랜에서 최애를 찾고 싶으시다고요? 그럼 저와 함께 최애를 찾으러 가볼까요?
I need subtitles.
최애 찾기 시작! 첫 번째 187의 훌륭한 피지컬.
What the? Okay, so he's 9 heads. Those aren't even his real life head sizes.
두 번째 고막이 때려박는 랩. 목표는 하나, 꿈을 위해 뛰는 중 19년 동안 이번에야지 엄마가 웃을 수 있게 결승선까지 보이즈 플랜이 통해 그래미까지 어딜 가도 난 사랑만 잔뜩 받지.
That was kind of rappy rapping. It was kind of like you're rapping like a rapper, but I didn't really feel like it was soulful rapping.
세 번째 애교는 필수. 제가 풍선 하트를 준비해왔는데요. 네 번째 멋진 포즈까지.
He has a good build.
최애 찾기 끝. 천국 시작. 여러분을 위해 준비된 최애 레드스타 잼생
I thought he was gonna dance. Really?
홍건희입니다. 죄송합니다. 감사합니다.
He messed up, didn't he? That was really rough. Okay, so that guy, I didn't really like his look personally, but he seemed okay. He was funny in his personality, but it wasn't funny in the way that he made me laugh as a comedian. It was funny as in he was kind of hopeless. His rapping felt like rapping, but it didn't really feel like rap. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. But I feel like some things when people say them they're kind of obvious. But then like maybe to some people they're absolutely not obvious. But yeah, definitely not that. I'm gonna have to B-class that guy. I don't feel like there was a lot there. And he did it to himself, I think. He kind of messed up. Alright, so next one.
잠시 후.
John Ho Young. Jiyeon Ho Young. Alright. Let's see this. Doraemon and the helicopter hat.
나 헬리콥터.
That was kind of annoying.
안녕하세요. 위엔터테인먼트 연습생 전호영입니다. 오늘 제 매력들을
This guy kind of has. I don't like his smile. It feels like it hurts him to smile, and to some degree, that feels like it's not a trustworthy look.
보여드리기 위해서 제 매력 만능 주머니를 준비했는데요. 첫 번째, 기타.
And also the eyes. I'm not feeling a lot of emotion.
For all the times that you rain on my parade.
Pretty good singing so far.
And all the clubs you get in using my name. 두 번째,
You should have just played the guitar throughout this whole thing.
연기.
I think you're insecure. I don't know if you're insecure about your feelings or whatever, or you genuinely. I don't know. I'm weirded out a little bit.
야, 내 신경 온통 너였어, 너.
Is there subtitles? His singing is so good. He should. That's all he should have done.
세 번째, 영어. I can speak English because I attended an international school in Turkey, and thanks for that, I played role in several shows like To All the Boys That I Loved Before. 네 번째, 애교.
10초 남았습니다.
네, 여기까지 네 가지 매력 보여드렸는데요. 다음엔 더 길고 많은 매력 보여드리겠습니다. 전호영이었습니다.
So, this guy, educated, theater trained, went to school for acting, I guess, or performing probably. Very he has an insincere look to him, and I don't really like that about him. His singing is really good though. I mean, and it's not like the first time someone has sung really good, but then like other aspects of them are kind of strange. And also like he added like a fake smile on a lot of the time, and when that fake smile dropped, it was even like more disturbing. I feel like. So I don't know, but I like that he speaks English. I like that he sings really well. But other than that, do I really want to see this guy in like the final group? I don't personally feel like I would look forward to that. So I'm gonna B-class this guy. But he's not untalented. I mean, if he was untalented, he would C-class. But yeah, the main thing about this guy is I feel like he needs to be socialized in not an institutional way. And I feel like maybe that happened because he went to school and was with a whole bunch of theater students. Okay, so the next guy
잠시 후 1분.
is Kam Jun Hyun. Let's check this out. Whoa, this camera guy's on point.
안녕하세요. 보이지 플랜이 보이는 라디오이신 걸 환영합니다.
I saw this guy in the Signal song. I thought he was pretty good.
첫 번째 사연 읽어드릴게요. 안녕하세요, 금리님. 저는 레드스타트 연습생 금준현이라고 합니다.
I like this guy's personality so far. He seemed like an okay guy. He's like one of the guys.
제가 이번에 보이지 플래닛이라는 프로그램에 나가게 됐어요. 연습실에서 노래 춤만 연습하던 제가 서바이벌 프로그램이라니 너무 떨리지만 여기서 꼭 데뷔하고 싶습니다. 금리님의 응원이 필요해요. 신청곡은 크러쉬의 Whatever You Do 부탁드릴게요. 첫 번째 사연 잘 읽었습니다. 서바이벌 프로그램이라니 많이 떨리겠어요. 그래도 연습한 만큼 미션들 다 잘 해낼 거라고 믿겠습니다. 제가
Oh my goodness, I feel like I need subtitles. This is I don't know how many international people are gonna be watching and judging based on this, but Mnet's really they need subtitles.
방송도 꼭 챙겨보고 금주년 연습생 많이 응원할게요. 그럼 크러쉬의 Whatever You Do 듣고 오겠습니다. 따뜻한 공기와 햇살이 맑은 시간 너와 만나기 좋은 날씨야 yeah.
That's really good. I like the tone of his voice. I like the command of his voice, and also he didn't shake at all in his eyes. When you're looking at his eyes, like he's steady. Does that mean he's stable? Let's see.
10초
작지
남았습니다.
않은 키가 나는 보이즈 플래닛에서만 좋아 baby be my 금주년 연습생 제가 많이 응원하겠습니다.
I like that guy. That's a good guy. I kind of want to S-class him. I don't feel he's completely there yet, but then I do have an S-class class for people that are way above. So I feel like I can S-class that guy. But I like that guy. There's something about him. I'm feeling it. And also, I think he can dance. Alright.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
Alright, so the next guy is Lee Ho Take. Lee Ho Taek. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Alright, should be there.
안녕하세요. 저는 큐브 엔터테인먼트 이혜택입니다. 제가 가장 자신 있는 저의 자작곡 3종 세트를 메들리
Why did he look? Why does his eyes dart to the left and right a bit? Are there people distracting them off stage? Seems like they should not do that.
로 들려드리겠습니다. You got the something say to me. 넌 나의 소년미에 빠져.
Pretty good. Pretty soulful.
더 이상은 never ever. 근데 내 맘은 또 왜 널 채워? We not forever. 눈물로 채워 슬픈 엔딩으로 끝난 우리 둘. Never.
Little bit of I don't know if that's like it's kind of like transitioned a little bit to a little slight rap.
막 끌려다 날 당겨줘 baby I'm feeling so energetic 오늘 밤들이 out of control yeah I'm feeling so energetic
10초 남았습니다.
앞으로 계속해서 좋은 모습 많이 보여드릴 테니까요 저 이혜택 많이 사랑해 주시길 바라겠습니다 감사합니다.
So that was pretty good. That was a really good show. His voice was strong, and he showed it. He showed a lot of his voice. And you know, there are other people who showed a lot of their voice, and it only kind of caused you to change your opinion of him. But this guy, your opinion of him got stronger as he continued to sing. I like this guy's voice. He sings well enough that I would put him in a group just to like, and he has a unique look as well. Actually, that sets him apart from other people. So I feel like this guy's pretty good. He deserves more than A class. I think I'm gonna S class this guy. Compared to the last guy, I would give the other guy, the last guy, I feel like I would rate that guy higher based on the vibe, but based on the skill, this guy's rated higher than the last guy. So in that way, they balance each other out. So I'm gonna have to S class this guy. He's pretty good. Alright. Let's just take a quick check of how many people deep we are. Let's see, 3, 7, 11, 15, 16, 17. We're going to number 18. We're an hour in. That's gonna be 3 hours before we finish. I might cut this one in half. We'll see.
잠시 후
Okay, so the next guy is. Let me get this URL. This is Jang Yeo Jun.
어서 오세요. K-팝이 고플 땐 실패 없는 맛집 젤리피쉬 레스토랑의 지배인 장여준입니다. 저희 레스토랑이 처음이라 어떤 메뉴를 고를지 고민되신다고요? 여준이가 추천하는 아이돌 스페셜 코스로 모시겠습니다.
This guy, he seems very comfortable with the camera. He has an effeminate vibe.
저 믿고 따라오세요. 첫 번째, 상큼한 에피타이저.
No, it's a lemon.
두 번째, 여러분의 입맛을 사로잡을
This reminds me of my cousin Anon.
메인 디시.
뚜.
마지막, 달달하고 설레는 디저트.
What the heck was that? What was that move?
나 오늘부터 너랑 썸을 한번 타볼 거야. 난 매일매일 내게 전화도 할 거야.
That's pretty good voice. It's decent.
여준이가 추천한 스페셜 코스 마음에 드셨나요?
10초 남았습니다.
K-팝과 아이돌이 고플 땐 언제든지 저 젤리피쉬 레스토랑의 장여준을 찾아주세요. 꼭이에요. 안녕. 또 봐요. 또 와야 돼요.
This guy worked part-time at a restaurant. Alright. Good personality. Nice voice. These, whatever he did with his hands was kind of weird. I feel like maybe he's not that physical, masculine. But, you know. I feel like I'm gonna A-class this guy. He's definitely not a B-class. And I don't feel enough strongly about it until that he is an S-class. He's a supporting character, really. But it may be like supporting to the extent of dismissal. So I feel like he's an A-class. But I don't know, I still don't know if he can round out the group. You have to remember that like a group is almost entirely made of S-classes. And so some of these A-classes will become S-classes, but that depends on how they perform. So let's just give this guy an A-class for now. Alright. Okay, so this next guy is Jung Hwan Rock. Jung Hwan Rock.
안녕.
Harry Potter. I gotta see what this guy is saying.
난 이번에 호그와트에 입학하게 된 머글 정한록이라고 해. 어라? 근데 너 어제 나랑 마주치지 않았어? 이렇게 마주친 김에 너한테 내 매력을 보여줄게. 자, 거기 있어줘서 그게 너라서 가끔 내 어깨 가만히 기대 주어서.
Pretty good.
그리고 이건 내가 입학식에서 보여주려고 했던 마술인데 특별히 너한테만 먼저 보여줄게. 자, 3, 2, 1, 알로 모라. 어때? 내 마술 멋있지? 이제 입학하려니까 굉장히 떨린다. 그래도 너가 있어서 정말 다행이야. 졸업 전까지 이 영상을 보는 모든 분들의
남았습니다.
마음을 훔칠 테니까 꼭 지켜봐줘. 보이스 플래닛 재밌을 것 같은데 일단 입학식부터 다녀올게. 그럼 알로 모라 안녕.
That was kind of funny. So his singing is top notch, and I thought his gimmick was pretty funny, and he seemed very comfortable doing it all. So I would say that guy's. I still feel that's an A class, but it's like it's a solid A class though. I'm not shaky about it. A class. A. All right. The next guy is.
잠시 후
His name is Lee Jeong Hyun. Let's see. Lee Jeong Hyun.
안녕하십니까 여러분. 웨이크원의 지니어스 리 읍스 이정현입니다. 읍스.
Whoa, Speed Cuber.
읍스. 이게
That's pretty good. That was pretty quick. Wasted valuable time on it though. Speed cubing is like, I knew a friend who did it, and this was like back when they were still like developing it and making it online, like all these stuff that you have to memorize. But once you do memorize it, once you have the pattern down, you can pretty much solve it pretty quickly.
다가 아닙니다. Call me God 불러다 랩이 된 노래 댄스 다 되는 육각형 all round the 1, 2, 3 볼수록 짙어지는 매력 이런 내가 궁금하다면 모두 pick me up 랩도 genius hoops 비주얼도 genius oops genius
10초
리
남았습니다.
이정현 꼭 기억해 주시기 바랍니다. Oops.
That was pretty good. He had swagger. His rapping, I didn't feel like it was. I'm not sure yet. I'm undecided because I didn't hear much that was like really like great. As in, it wasn't like stellar. He didn't really push it. It was kind of rapping rap. It means it was formulaic rap in a way, but I didn't really feel like it didn't really push it to agree with. I was like, whoa. And then I thought he was gonna dance, but when the beat dropped, and then he didn't do anything, and so that was kind of like anticlimactic. But I could tell this guy has a good look, really handsome guy. I think that his confidence is really strong as well. Like I just get the feeling that you put this guy in the front, and he'll carry the idol thing well. So based on that, he could be an S class, but I still feel like he's a high A, and so. We'll see where it goes, but that guy's pretty good though. I'm gonna star that guy. Just to see. Let's see what happens to that guy. Where are we?
잠시 후
I'm always worried that while I'm doing this, I'm gonna lose my place. And then I'll just be one short and not even realize it. So the next one is Choi Seung Han. Whoa. He's got one of those, like, what do you call them? Segways.
인공
This guy seems like he's like a young kid.
인공
안녕하세요. 저는 보이즈 플래닛의 주인공이 되고 싶은 위엔터테인먼트 연습생 08년생 최승훈입니다.
This guy, he has like a cute look, but he's still like able to play with the big boys. That's the kind of look he has. I think he's stronger than some of like the really younger looking I always saw a 16-year-old kid before, and I B-classed him, which was kind of like a sad thing for me to do. But like I feel like this is an example. Like this guy is like he's like almost like the Gwen Maya of like the boys side.
저는 연습생을 한 지 얼마 안 돼서 많이 부족하지만 그동안 아역 배우를 하면서 얻은 노하우를 통해서 열심히 하고 빠르게 성장한
I don't know what he's saying. I've gained working as a child actor. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense.
하는 모습 보여드리겠습니다. 개인기로 1일 드라마 엔딩 연기 보여드리겠습니다. (1일) 드라마는
You can't just leave it like that.
궁금하게 끝나는 엔딩이 포인트인 것 같아서 그 엔딩을 한번 따라해봤습니다. 저 최승훈이 궁금하시다면
10초
많이
남았습니다.
응원해주세요. 감사합니다.
Well played, kid.
안녕.
Well, I didn't see him sing, dance, or anything like that, but he's pretty smart. He has a good personality. He tricked me because I was like, "Are you really just gonna do the gasp?" And then he's like, "I'll leave you curious." So he seemed to be in control of that situation. And you know what? He did remind me of Gwen Maya, and I think that I really liked Maya. And so I think that this kid, he reminds me a lot of her, and he's like very good-looking, cute kid as well. I feel like if I was gonna have a matinee of the group, it would be someone like this kid. You know, I'm gonna have to S-class this guy. I'm gonna fast-track this kid to the S class, even though we didn't see him see him dance. It's a little bit biased on my part, I think. But I just got the feeling that if this kid doesn't blow it, and there's a good chance he could blow it, like happy people get ruined by hard competition. So he could totally blow it during the course of the competition. But I want to back him now and say, hey, if this kid can stay stable and he doesn't have to over try, like the worst thing this kid could do is reach higher than he can reach, because it's when people break when trying to reach high is when they fail. And so this kid should just be like, know his role, do what's expected, and he could coast throughout the whole thing. So I'm gonna S-class this kid. I like this kid a lot. I feel like he has such a cute look, like for a boy, you know? I mean, so I feel like he can do it. All right. The next one
잠시 후
is Choi Woo-jin. All right, let's see this guy. Fast forward. Whoa, he's like walking with his head up, sweater. I like his shoes and pants. Whoa, this guy's got a look. He's got a pretty strong look, a really happy, smiley look.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 제 웃음을 보시면
A strong jaw as well.
여러분들은 어떤 음료가 떠오르지 않나요? 여러분들께 청량한 에너지를 드리고 싶은 레드스타트 연습생
And a sturdy neck. This kid. Oh, where is it? What am I looking at? Subtitles. This kid has really strong visual.
2005년생 최우지입니다. 2023년 보이즈 플레인에서 데뷔하기 위해 아이돌에게 중요한 포인트 중 하나인 엔딩 요정을 연구해봤는데요. 바로 최우진표 엔딩 3종 세트. 하나, 상큼, 둘, 귀여움,
No, don't do that.
셋, 멋진.
That's the look.
보이즈 플레이에서 열심히
10초
성장하는 모습을
남았습니다.
보여줄 테니 많은 기대 부탁드립니다. 최우진 꼭 기억해주세요.
Very Very strong visual. That guy, that's just like, man, just like the last kid I saw. He's so, I mean, I could see that guy in the top 9. That's a pretty strong look. That's like a visual that exceeds my expectation for whether or not he can even dance or sing. I'm gonna S-class this guy for now. Just because that's how much I think his visual is worth. So I think he can do it. And you know, like he has build, a strong neck, you know, a strong jaw. I mean, you're not gonna get a guy that looks like more fitting than that for like a variety of roles, like modeling, singing, dancing. I mean, that's a good look. It's like a statuesque kind of neck, you know. I mean, it's heroic in a way. It's like Superman. It's a Superman body, but he's just not muscular yet. So yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, we had 2 good ones in a row. So I don't even know what to say about that. That's like my S classes. I'm being a little bit too generous. I'm gonna have to S plus some people, but you gotta see singing and dancing. All right, next one.
잠시 후
All right, so this guy's name is Cha Woong Ki. Cha Woong Ki. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna be able to memorize every single one of these names. I'm kind of surprised I remember as much as I do about Girls Planet, but like remembering all their names, that's tough. All right, Cha Woong Ki.
넘어가실게요. 넘어가 주세요.
잠깐만요. 저 얘기하고 있잖아요. 안녕하세요. 저는 웨이크원 소속 연습생 차은기입니다. 2002년 4월 따뜻한 봄에 태어난 저는 여러분들의 추웠던 마음을 녹여드린
I'm a little bit concerned about this guy because of the way he moved and talked and walked. I'm concerned that he may be a little bit in his head, because some people have a way of moving that shows that they're not that concrete in the ground. They're kind of like fairy people in a way. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about a gay thing, by the way. I'm just saying that some people are like, it feels like they live in fairyland in their head. And so when they're in the world, they're like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like something about it. Just, it feels like they're overexerting themselves for the fantasy rather than just sturdily walking. I don't know. There's something about it. It's a little bit insincere, right? But then like these people actually believe that, so I can't really call it insincerity. That's why I kind of restraining from saying that.
붐 같은 존재가 되고
I'm gonna
싶습니다.
have to see him dance.
제가 맛있는 요리를 하나 해드릴게요. 우선 준비물은
He's otherwise a very happy, nice person, it seems. And those people are usually like that. So, you know, not to disparage his personality, but there's a concern for the ability to overcome an obstacle like that so that you can become like the best singer, the best dancer.
저 차은기한테 이제 동태란 없습니다. 두 눈의 초점을 잡고 여러분들과 소통하는 연습생 가수가 되겠습니다. 포토 타임!
Dancing?
10초 남았습니다.
It's very feminine. And you know what? You know who else is a fairy-like person? Sana from Twice is very fairy-like. But the way she moves is concrete. It's very solid. And so, I don't know how to explain it, but that's his goal. He has to take some of that overexertion. And then, I don't know. Let's just go.
맞습니다.
은기 씨, 60초 끝나셨어요.
60초는 끝났지만 제 꿈을 향한 도전 이제 시작입니다. Don't forget to seatbelt.
Okay, English at the end. That was... You know, he has a lot of strong qualities. I liked his smile, his face, when he's kind of looking down a bit. And I felt like there was a quiet, like, warmth to him that you would want to be roommates with that guy. Because of, like, just how nice he seems. And how, like, positive he seems. That's a good thing, right? My only concern is sometimes, like, people like that, maybe he's not showing that he can dance and sing and be really, like, be able to take on those skills and take on the challenges that come with competition as well. Like for all we know, he could be like sweating in the middle of performance. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All this is just guesswork at the end of the day. But yeah, that's my concern about that guy. So, so far, I don't even really want to give him an A class. I'm gonna have to B class that guy. And I don't know if by now you guys are understanding my criteria. But I'm going for sincerity. Even though that guy has really good qualities. Like, I know that a lot of people are gonna like that guy.
잠시 후
But I'm looking to build the team of stable singers. Or performers. Okay, so this next person, let me get this URL. This next person is Seo Wan. Is that the full name? Strange. Alright. Fast forward.
여러분 안녕하세요. 저는 새로운
I don't know what I don't know what this says. I can't speak. I can't read it. I think that Mnet needs to invest in their translators.
강의를 맡게 된 퍼스턴 엔터테인먼트에서 온 서원 선생님입니다. 저는 여러분들의 사랑과 관심을 받기 위해 태어난 사람인데요.
This guy has a really nice smile. As in, like, not like, I'm not sure if that's his genuine smile, but the one he put on is like, it seems really nice. Like, he's got the dimples and everything.
저의 MBTI는 INFP지만 점점 저의 엉뚱
You know how people memorize their Myers-Briggs test? I don't know what any of them mean. So you can just tell me anything and I wouldn't know what it meant. And like there are people who put it on their like profiles and there are people who like try to tell you. It's like, well, I'm this, right? And I was like, I don't know what that means. But it's funny because I'll be like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, obviously. And then when I'll be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. But then like, in terms of the Myers-Briggs stuff, I'm like, I don't know what that means. There's too many of them. And I don't memorize.
뚱발랄한 매력에 빠지시게 될
I hear there's a structure to it, though, that can help you figure it out.
겁니다. 그리고 저는 아름다운 음색과
A naked charmer who has a beautiful tone, dance. Let's see.
춤선 그리고 작은 얼굴
This guy looks like Top's little brother or something. He just gives me this vibe. He's just like skinny Top's younger brother.
뚜렷한 이목구비, 눈 밑에 매력점, 귀여운 보조개까지 소유하고 있는 다채로운 매력남이니 망관부. 아! 무대만 서면 180도 돌변하는 반전 카리스마 매력까지 있다는 사실 잊지 마세요. 오늘 수업이 재밌으셨다면 저 서원을 원픽 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 당신의 원픽은 나야, 바로 나. 안녕.
That was kind of weird. That was kind of weird way to end it. But anyways, I like that guy. I like his look. I like his vibe. I mean, I want to S-class him, but at the same time, I didn't see enough to S-class him. His visuals aren't S visuals. They're good visuals. They're really good visuals, actually. They might be S visuals. But I don't feel like his full body included is S visuals. But that's his type as well. But do I really feel like he's gonna round out a team? I'm still not convinced. But I like him though. Could I see him in any other contexts? I don't know. I'm gonna A-class him with a star because I feel like he could be an S-class, but I have to see him dance and perform. That's the only way for him to prove himself. Otherwise, he's not like a leading visual, I would say. But he does have very strong, unique visual. I'm gonna A-class him with a star. I'm watching that guy. I can't believe we're approaching halfway through and we still haven't seen
잠시 후
a really solid person. As an S+. Like an undeniably solid person. Okay, so this next guy is Sung Han Bin. Alright. Let's fast forward. And start.
어서 오세요. 카페빈입니다.
Hey, this is the center guy.
아, 저희 가게 처음이시면 제가 간단하게 메뉴 설명해 드릴게요.
Let's put on his subtitles. So my impression of this guy before was that he had a good look. He seems to dance okay from what I can see. I don't know how his singing voice sounds like. He was in the preview, but I don't really remember much of the preview because it wasn't subtitled. So I kind of skimmed through it.
첫 번째 메뉴 스마일콕은 바로 웃을 때 보이는 이 미소입니다. 저희 가게의 가장 큰 매력 포인트라고 할 수 있고요. 두 번째 허니보이스티는 손님 여러분들의 마음을 따뜻하게 녹여드리기 위한 저희 마음.
I wonder what did they choose him as center because of his dance ability, or did they choose him as center because of his overall package and look and stuff? I don't know.
마음을 담은 메뉴입니다. 커피 한잔 할래요? 두 입술 꼭 깨물고 용기 낸 그 말.
Hold on. Why did he pause there? His tone is very nice.
깨물고 용.
His tone is very nice. Let me go back.
메뉴입니다. 커피 한잔 할래요? 두 입술 꼭 깨물고 용기 낸 그 말. 세 번째는 저희 매장의 시그니처 메뉴인 댄스 쉐이크입니다. 바로 보여드리겠습니다.
Drip Eliante, pulling up, feeling like Harry Belafonte. Look at my racks, feel like Serena Williams from the back.
It's his dance ability. His dance ability is really good.
네, 저희 카페빈의 메뉴들은 하나하나가 저희 진심과 열정이 담겨 있습니다. 여러분이 응원해 주시면 앞으로 저희의 메뉴는 더 발전할 테니 기대해 주시고 앞으로도 카페빈 이 생각날 때면 언제든 재방문해 주세요. 지금까지 스튜디오 글라이더 소속 2001년생 성한빈이었습니다. 감사합니다. 응원해 주기를 약속.
So obviously that guy's pretty good. He's an S class. S class, not S plus yet. I'm not trying to be stingy with the S plus thing, but I just need to see that guy. I have the same criticism of him now as before, which is I need to see how down to earth that guy can be, and that's like not something anyone else but me would need. And so, but I have a hypothesis about people being sincere and stable, and so this guy he even when he was singing, he even choked up a little bit. And I don't know what that was about, but it was very subtle. And so I need to see realness out of people, and that's how I'll know they're stable.
잠시 후
저희 엔딩송이 없어요.
What the heck?
잠시 후 1분 카운트.
This next person is Jung Ho Jin. Alright. Jung Ho Jin.
카운팅이 시작됩니다.
This is not a contestant. This is a flower. Inflatable flower.
보이즈 플래닛에서 데뷔할 새싹이 있다던데 누구지? 저요. 보이즈 플래닛에서 데뷔할 사람 바로 나야. 안녕하세요. 보다시피 지금은
This guy, he has a strange complexion. It's kind of like someone who would be in a horror.
작은 새싹이지만 여러분들의 관심과 사랑을 듬뿍 받아 꽃이 되어 밝은 에너지를 드리고 싶은 해피바이러스 개인연습생 정호진입니다.
They need to, I feel like there's too much powder on this guy's face. It makes him look sickly.
보이즈 플래닛은 새싹연생인 제가 꽃이 될 수 있는 마지막 기회인데요. 꽃이 되기 위해선 물과 햇빛이 필요합니다. 그건 바로 여러분들의 관심과 사랑입니다.
He watered himself. He's a plant.
보이즈 플래닛에서 저의 노래, 춤, 표정들과 다양한 매력들도
Is he supposed to be like a turnip? Is that why his skin is white? Did he actually powder his face?
보여드리겠습니다. 씨씨씨를 뿌리고 꼭꼭 물을 주었죠.
He kind of talks, sings, and I don't really like it.
호진꽃 폈어요. 여러분,
10초 남았습니다.
행복을 이뤄주는 지니가 있다는데 누군지 아시나요? 바로 호지니. 항상 곁에서 밝은 에너지를 드릴 테니 저 정호진에게 꼭꼭 입덕해주세요.
So overall, Jung Ho Jin, cute personality, seems very kind and nice. I would say his singing wasn't very strong. And also his look is kind of strange. I don't know why he's so pale. It seems, I'm guessing it was intentional for the flower thing. But if it's not, then he looks like kind of like a horror vibe kind of character. You know who gave me that vibe? In Girls Planet, there was, what's her name? Something. It's like this one of the Chinese girls. She did the cute part in the 17 song. She wasn't this killing part. She did this one part where she everyone was like, do that cute thing again. Anyways, he gave me that kind of horror vibe. But you know what? I might like it later on. And he didn't do a very good job of showcasing it though. Like the other girl, she gave me the horror vibes, but then I kind of liked it actually. So that was kind of the difference. But this guy, he seemed to have a nice, cute personality. But then it felt misplaced. Like he should have been kind of more funny horror. And so I don't know. His voice was really like a dead giveaway early on. That I would be kind of weirded out by it. Because he has one of those cutesy voices that's kind of almost like a television children's show kind of guy. But anyways, what do I feel about it? B class. I do not see that guy in a final group. Wait, should I C class that guy? Considering what I just said out loud. I didn't even think about that when I said it. It just came out. I do not see the guy in the final group. That might be C class. But he has a nice personality. So he's not unredeemable. And his talking was kind of dismissible. And then what else has he got? Just personality? I'm gonna C class him. I don't think I've ever given someone that low of a grade. And he's not even anything really bad about him. Other than I just don't see him in a group. Alright, next guy.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
Getting this URL. Alright, this is Park. Wait. Park Hyun Bin. Oh, very curious way of spelling it. B-E-E-N. Park Han Bin. Alright, let's see this guy.
이거 놓으세요! 차를 어디로 끌고 가시는 거냐고요! 아! 아니, 여긴 말로만 듣...
A girl did this. Girls Planet. I can't remember which one though.
어떤 보이스 플래닛? 이보세요! 저를 왜 여기로 끌고 오셨냐니까요? 당신 나한테 이러고도 무사할 것 같아? 툼스톤 파일 드라이버! 안 되네. 뭐라고 말 좀 해보시라.
This costume really is ingenious. These type of costumes. The one with the alien and everything and stuff.
라고요? 네? 이곳에서 랩을 보여주지 않으면 살아남을 수 없다고요?
How do they even inflate it?
정말 극악무도하군. 좋아요. 이번 한 번만 해드리죠. Yeah. 24/7이 틱탁거린 박치 하나 너 박다 다 끌어버리는 강파 내 혓바닥에 장착.
That rap felt real. I feel like this is the first real rapper I've seen so far.
이제 됐죠? 네? 애교도 보여줘야 한다고요? 하! 전 상남자라서 애교 따윈 보여주지 않는데 탁구구랑 헌빈이 똑당해. 헌빈이는 호떡이 먹고 싶은데 왜 자꾸 부모값만 따오는 거야? 미워! 네, 지금까지 젤리피쉬 엔터테인먼트 연습생 박현민이었습니다. 감사합니다. Peace!
That was really funny. It verges on annoying a little bit, but if he wasn't doing that, I would say that was a good rap. He has a nice look, and when he was kind of speaking seriously, I felt it a bit. So this is why sincerity is really important, because if you're not sincere, then you kind of don't connect with people. Even if you are a sincere person, but then in this instance, you're choosing not to be. By virtue of the fact that I haven't seen any other really really good rappers, I feel like this might be an S-class rapper. And that was kind of a short rap though. I haven't really seen enough of it. So I'm kind of like, I kind of want to put him in A, but I feel he's strong enough for a rapper. And I just felt it when he did that. So I'm gonna S class his. This is a low S class. I don't really. If he didn't do that, if he did a different kind of act, that might have changed my mind a bit. But it wasn't like it was a completely bad intro or anything. But yeah, let's just give him that, because we haven't had a really good rapper yet. At least no one who's demonstrated. Everyone's probably just hiding their ability. All right.
잠시 후 1분 카운트.
So this next guy is Park Han Bin. Park Han Bin. All right, there we go.
안녕하세요. 저는 오늘 What's in my bin으로 여러분을 만나러 온 웨이크원 연습생 박한빈입니다.
What's in my bin? He says. A Wake One trainee.
그럼 What's in my bin 시작해볼까요? 먼저 이 제품은 지금 품절이 돼서 단종된 원빈, 현빈의 뒤를 이어 저희가 적극
I don't really like his face. I think it's his mouth. I don't know.
추천 중인
There's a wideness about it. I don't know what it is, actually. Is it the Joker look? It's kind of like the grin. I don't know.
한빈이라는 제품인데요. 비주얼이 강렬해 보이지만 귀염도 있어서
Visual looks intense. It is intense, actually.
어느 컨셉에나 쉽게 매치시켜도 좋은 시너지가 나올 것 같아요.
You know what? He shouldn't be acting this cute with that face. He should be acting kind of like tough and mean a little bit.
다음은 빈의 춤과 노래.
He should be way more serious.
이 제품 아무따 사용하겠습니다.
You gotta play to your strengths, not soften what you're insecure about, maybe.
이리저리 좀 더 멀리 우리를 이끌 crazy. Woo!
Hold on, I'm gonna mute him while he dances. The dancing could be better. It kind of threw me off of his singing, actually, when I saw the dancing. So it was, when I muted him, then it confirmed it.
어때요? 춤과 노래가 함께 된다는 점 너무 매력 있지 않나요? 그런데 이게 저의 매력의 일부분에 불과하다는 거.
10초 남았습니다.
오늘 소개드린 저 박한빈 마음에 드셨다면 꼭 투표창에서 많은 구매 부탁드립니다. 안녕. I'm your Bin.
This is not a good personality for him. It's kind of like, I feel like it's not real, not his real thing, so he shouldn't be doing it. But let me see, I gotta listen to his singing again just to be sure.
하겠습니다. 이리저리 좀 더 멀리 우리를 이끌 crazy.
His singing is really good. His singing is really good. His dancing is average. And then it's just his personality was kind of like, I don't like his choice of what he's doing. But other than that, I mean, oh, also I didn't like his Joker face. He has a Joker face. And so I don't know what that is. It's kind of like, even he's doing it right now even. It's the ShamWow guy's face, I guess. But other than that, his singing is really good. I'm gonna give him an A class, even though, yeah, I'm gonna give him an A class. Because it's not like I can't see him in a group. I just feel like he needs to take a different direction. And I feel like maybe there was a mistake here in choice, and he's just like a young kid. He doesn't know what to do. But I can see past that and say that A class. And you know, I don't have to like every guy's look either. It's not like about me. It's not about my taste sometimes. All right, let's
잠시 후
the heck? What's the pathing? Alright, this guy is Jeon Woo Seok. Jeon Woo Seok. How do you even say that? Alright, let's check this out.
울라트 엔터테인먼트 우석존에 오신 여러분들.
Subtitles. This guy, at first glance, he's suspiciously okay. I wonder why that's so apparent at first glance. Even though I thought from the thumbnail, I thought it would be the opposite.
환영합니다. 네. 앞에 있는 우석 장르자 안내를 받아 그 매력에 한 번씩 빠지죠. 남녀노소 노래 좋습니다. 춤도 좋습니다. 인성 좋습니다. 비주얼까지 좋습니다. 춤, 노래, 인성, 비주얼 다 좋습니다. 실력 좋고 매력 많은 여기는 우석전 전전 실력 좋고 매력 많은 여기는 우석전입니다. 매일 하루 종일 연습하고 퇴근 돌아가는 테이크를 대녀 꿈을 하루 종일 매번 노력한 덕분에 실력 좋습니다.
Okay, so he can speak really quickly. It's indicative of probably some kind of rap ability. But he's not like hitting it. You know? He's not like punching me with his voice.
좋습니다. 노래 춤 실력이 매력이 다 좋습니다.
He's hiding his skills.
노래부터 매력부터 춤부터 인성도 비주얼
But then at the same time, I feel like he's throwing away this performance.
노래 인성 비주얼 끝이
Like I just don't feel like he's really into it. It was too long. He has too many cards.
없는 매력이 싹 다 좋습니다. 좋습니다. 앉아
10초
줄 수
남았습니다.
없는 여기는 우석전. 여러분들 모두 행복한 하루 보내세요. 안녕. 사랑합니다.
Why is everyone trying to be like a cute girl? It's kind of weird. At the end, they always like do that at the end. You don't need those ending fairies. That's a mistake. Right? You should just put a thumbs up. That's what you should do. Just be like, thumbs up. That's it. Just point it right at them. Make it intense. All right. So this guy, he's hiding skills. I'm suspicious about this guy because I feel like he can blow us all away in secret. But for some reason, he didn't come all out. In fact, he was like almost like exhausted he looked exhausted in this process of just this 1 minute video. So maybe this guy knows he's talented and he's above it all. I get this weird vibe from this guy that he's holding back. And for me, that's reason enough to not like an aspect of that. Because like pride is like right before your fall, right? So I hope it's not a pride issue. Like, why is he hiding his skill? I don't know. But that's the vibe I get. I'm A-classing him. But like, if he like turns out to be like an S-class in skill, well, I'm not gonna be that surprised, honestly. But I feel like he's hiding something, and I don't really like it when people hide stuff. Deception is not good. All right.
잠시 후
A guy named Gun. Alright, this guy, his name is Park Gun Wook. Park Gun. Alright, let's see this.
넌 꼼짝없이 train up.
Oh my god, this is the roguish guy. What a way to start.
나는
This guy knows exactly what he's doing.
젤리피쉬 엔터테인먼트에서 2년간 돌을 닦은 K-팝 도사 박건욱이라고 하오. 나를 아는가? 도사는 무엇이냐? 도사는 춤과
This guy is total Surichi.
노래에 능하고 터치해 좀 더 짙게 이 밤 깊이 번쩍하고 있어. 어떤 가락에도 랩을 할 수 있으며 Sing like 김범수 실력의 반박 따위 받지 않는 스킵 검수 모두가 보증해 모증해 트러블 따윈 보증해 자동으로 고증해 Sing and a soldier.
Oh my goodness. That was pretty good.
우월한 기럭지로 전 세계인들의 마음을 홀려 K-팝을 이끄는 것이 바로 도사의 일이니라.
10초 남았습니다.
보이스 플래닛의 기회는 내가 가져가마. 건욱이었다.
Okay. You know, this guy's dancing is good. His rapping is good, and his visual is very unique. Now, I'm not gonna say he's the best looking guy I've seen in the show so far, but his look is striking. And he does give me the Sorichi vibe, but not in the bad way. So this might be the first guy who I definitely want to see in the end group. And I noticed this from before too. And it's just like, it's not just that he has a strong visual, actually. He's backed it up. His rapping cuts through, his dancing is on point, and his personality is really strong. And he's like, it's really convincing, actually. And he knows when to break character and when not to break it as well. So I think this might be the first S+. Like, this might be the guy just give a top seat in the group. So this could be the early favorite that I would let coast through. But we'll have to see how he performs under pressure. But I don't really think we need to see anything else. I think this is pretty plain as day. That guy should be in the final. And so I'm S+ing this guy. S+ class, the first. More than the guy who was in the center. And that guy is just kind of like, it's the uncertainty about how grounded he is, actually. But this guy, I sense it. This guy has everything you need. That it's the strongest one we've seen so far. And so I'm going to actually S-class him and star him. Because that's the one to watch.
잠시 후
Alright, Lee. This guy, let me get the URL. This guy is Lee Seung Wan. So let's just check this out.
Oh.
That's pretty funny. I like this guy's face. He seems really happy. Who does he look like to me? Do you guys remember? What's her name? Was it Chen Sin Wei? Is that her? Was that her name? The girl who said that she thought the guy was ugly, but then she like misspoke and she didn't understand the word. She thought the host was ugly, but then she didn't mean it. That's the vibe I got from this guy. He has the funny aspect of that girl's vibe.
안녕. 나는 미니언 이승환이야.
He's dressed like a minion. Oh no. Let me go back. I tried to turn on subtitles. This is such a bad design. Like, why isn't this automatic?
안녕. 나는 미니언 이승환이야. 라모 루카투카 바네이나. 데노 라카투카 바네이나다. 라쿠.
I feel like it's really weird. Not just this guy, by the way. I'm speaking overall because I've seen so many guys come out and they try to do the cute thing, but it's like not in like a cute way. It's more like in the cute, like girly kind of way that they tend to do it. This is kind of like more. This is kind of leaning more towards like a child kind of way, but it's kind of like strange. It's a little strange to me. I'm not used to it.
사라뚜.
And you know, when you do this stuff, it should seem a little like cheeky.
바바바 바바냐냐 바바바 바바냐 바나나 바나나.
He really couldn't keep the tune. Why'd he ad-lib like that?
바나나 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 포테이토나 오늘은 바나나.
라쿠.
10초 남았습니다.
개인 연습생 이승환 투표해줘. 그리고 이거 받으면 나랑 함께하는 거다. 그럼 안녕. 뚜집.
It's a little bit annoying. And the thing is, he has a good look, and he's talented, and he could be really funny. But it is a little annoying, like the performance he chose, and then like the way he sang, and the way he chose to sing all those aspects of it. Maybe part of it was like switching it up so he could show off in a short period of time. But there is an annoying aspect to it that's just inherently delivered in an annoying way. And I feel like this might be the way he always is. But other than that, clearly he's a looker and he's talented. He could have been an S class, but it's kind of like, to some degree, am I really that? Do I really want to see him in the end group because of the annoying part? I feel like if I A class him, it's gonna make him blend in with people he's clearly a step above. So I would S class him just to avoid him being in that category. And I'm just gonna give him a chance to see, like, obviously he's just trying to choose something, and he probably thinks it's funny. He's a young kid. He doesn't, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just being annoying. Maybe I'm being annoying because I'm being intolerant in some way. I'm gonna give him an S class based on his attributes alone. And so yeah, he could sing. He has a good look. I haven't seen him dance yet, but I'm gonna guess it's not that hard for him to meet a minimal level. Also, he sung harshly sometimes. And that was kind of weird. Alright.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
So the next one is Jeong I Chan. Oh. Oh, why did this fast forward so far?
안녕하세요. 지존 간지 2찬 123입니다. 아, 오늘의 퀘스트는 뭐?
This guy has such a deep voice for his look. But then, like, he has just kind of like, it's a little bit scary.
뭐지? 아, 혹시 아버님이
Is he supposed to be a sim?
도둑이세요? 아니라고요? 근데 어떻게 하늘의 별을 따다가
I don't even know why I turn on these subtitles anymore.
당신이 왜 넣으셨죠?
That was kind of strange when he put it down and looked away.
자, 이젠
Okay, so this guy has really deep inset eyes. And I feel like, I don't know if that's the natural reason for the darkness in his eyes, but he should maybe lighten it up a bit.
제가 게임 속에서 부르던 노래 한번 불러볼까
Because it makes him look like he's malnutrition.
하는데요. 꿈이라면 깨지 않게 해줘 기적 같은 시간 속에서.
Okay, so he has a nice tone. I kind of like that. But he's a little nervous. His eyes are like darting around. And he's not like delivering to me. And so at some point it's kind of like you don't really connect with it, even if it's sung well.
고요히 잠든 너를 보며 다시 약속해.
Yeah, he's really awkward. Like he's looking at the ground. He's like jumping in and out of presence.
너를 영원히 사랑할게. 너를 영원히 지켜줄게.
10초 남았습니다.
자, 이젠 여러분들이 저를 플레이해 주세요. 지금 바로 저에게 접속하세요. 안녕.
Yeah, I feel bad for that guy because I feel like he could do well. But then he looks sickly and then he kind of like, he doesn't look, I don't know, there's just something off about it. But he has a nice vocal. And so, I mean, he could be, if he learned how to sing and look at someone and sing towards them and give them a connection, then he could be a strong contender. But right now he's not there. And so it's not like he's lacking in skill. It's just he's not confident about it and he's not sure of himself. So for that reason, I'm gonna A class him. And unfortunately at this point there's so many A classes that it's almost like that's kind of like just, it might as well be a B class, because there's so many A classes that you could choose among the S classes to make the final group, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. At that point, if there's so many S classes enough to fill a nine spots, or double the 9 spots, then the A classes are really gonna have to just like stand out during the course of the performance in some way, and I don't just know how they can do that. But at this point, I would say there's so many S classes. There's an S plus that showed up, and so a lot of the A classes are just in danger of being mediocre by comparison. All right.
잠시 후
Let's see. This is Lee Dong Yeol.
안녕하세요.
Nah, tiger outfit. Whoa, this guy is like. There's something really shiny about his face.
오른쪽으로 봐도 왼쪽으로 봐도 호랑이를 똑 닮은
Does he have a lot of foundation on? Is he covering up like acne or something? Is that why?
호랑이띠 98년생 TOP 미디어 이동열입니다. 제 눈 밑에
He's got a deep V-neck.
좀 보이시나요?
It's like a button-up shirt, maybe.
전 다른 호랑이들과는 다르게 점박이 무늬를 가지고 있답니다. 호랑이도 고양이과 동물인 거 아시죠? 그래서 제가 준비했습니다. 바로 탈을 가지고 놀기인데요. 보여드릴게요. 네 말에 꼬이고 춤추는.
It's a little rough. The dancing is a little rough. I thought it was starting off well, but then like the body shapes, like even this one, is kind of a little bit odd. I mean, it might be hard to do and challenging and all. I'm just saying it's not presenting the lines to me in a way that is appealing.
왠지 싫지는 않지 대초에 정해진 너라는 저항할 맘 없으니 귀여운 호랑이가 섹시한데 춤 노래까지 잘한다고요?
10초 남았습니다.
지루할 틈 없는 저 동열이를 계속 보고 싶으시다고요? 그럼 저 동열이를 찾아주세요. 띵동 누구세요? 나요. 감사합니다.
He looks so clammy. That was kind of awkward. What do you guys think of his dancing? I don't know if it was like that bad, but I just felt like it was off. It just felt like it didn't present to me really strong dancing. And if that's, and you know what? I realize now, looking back, like I have a vague memory of him singing, but I don't even really think I noticed it because it got overshadowed. Let me go back a little bit.
네 말에 꼬이고 춤추는 왠지 싫지는 않지 대초.
Yeah, this is not good at all. Because it feels like he's someone who probably like sings in the shower, and that's like how he's singing to me right now. And so I feel like if he has talent, he hasn't learned to focus it yet, or he's not being trained in a way that's, maybe he needs harsher training in order to bring out all the best aspects of it. There is a foundation there, and that might be on his face, but I'm talking about his skills as well. There's a foundation. He can definitely get better, but right now I'm gonna B class him just because I feel like he's just not ready. I mean, he could get ready in the course of the show. Many people did in Girls Planet as well. I was surprised. Some B classes jumped up, and like there were times when like I underrated people who I probably knew who I even knew had S class potential, and they became S classes throughout the course of the show. So I wasn't wrong on that front, but I was harsh early on. But it's not like I didn't notice that was there. Let's see. The next one is, jeez, what did I just click on? Okay.
잠시 후
This is, let me get the URL. So this is Han Yu Jin. I like the simplicity of this person's name.
안녕하세요. 위아 엔터테인먼트 막내 2007년생 한유진입니다.
What did he say? Is he his nickname? He does have that kind of vibe if he is. He looks a little nervous. Youngest member of We Are Entertainment.
자, 한유진이 지은 아이돌의 정석 소개하겠습니다. 제1장 비주얼.
Visually, very strong.
여러분, 저랑 같이 복숭아 드실래요?
He's nervous.
제2장 댄스. 지금 바로 보여드리겠습니다.
Okay. That was excellent.
3장 체력. 축구 선수 경험으로
Was that on purpose? That was good. You know what? I had an S class earlier. A matinee that was S class earlier. Let me just double check that guy.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
쭈쭈쭈쭈쭈 보여드립니다. 얻은 노하우 개인기로 1일 드라마 엔딩 연기 보여드리겠습니다. 응원해주세요.
This guy has so much going for him naturally, but this guy feels like so much more earned. And I also like his build, and I don't know, there's something about this guy. And so it would be unfair not to give this guy an S class as well. And he could become an S plus at some point. So I really like this kid. There's something about him. He was nervous, but it felt that's just like being an amateur, right? Or being new, or being unsure of yourself because you're the new kid. So I can excuse it, but I just get a good vibe from him. Anyways. S class.
잠시 후
Alright, so from the thumbnail, I think I might not like this guy's look, but we'll have to see him up close. Kim Gyu Vin. An umbrella.
안녕하세요. 저는 위에와 엔터테인먼트
Okay, so he looks okay. He actually looks good. But it's not really the style that I would normally go for in terms of like who I would think is like a good looking guy. But even though he's a different type, like sometimes you can have a different type of face, but then like the way it adds up looks pretty good. And so he has that kind of look. But it's not really the type that I would think is a good looking guy. But a lot of people probably would.
비주얼 김규빈입니다.
You know, it reminds me of like a BTS Jimin. A lot of people seem to like that guy's look, and I don't understand that at all. But I mean, that's what people like.
지금부터 김규빈 광고 시작합니다. 김규빈 2004년생 4남매 중 첫째. 키 183, 다리 길이 110.
His photographs are way better.
그리고 이건 그냥 우리 은빠빠가 귀여워서 보여준 사진. 어때요? 우리 은빠빠 너무 귀엽죠?
You know what? I think it's because some shadows get removed, and then like it looks way better in the photos. But I still don't like the type of face. I'm just saying. But he looks good. in video, but then he also looks good in these photos. But that regardless, it's still not the type of face that I would like.
MBTI STAR. 특기는 볼링, 스노우보드, 그리고
He has a nice voice, speaking voice, and he seems okay vibe personality wise.
탁구. 제 소개는 여기까지. 오늘 밤 여러분들의 마음을 훔치겠습니다. 난 정시로 데뷔할 테니 넌 수시로 내 생각해. 지금 바로 김규빈 픽하세요.
That was a pretty good performance intro. Not performance, but he performed well in the intro. I'm gonna say that guy, he's almost like there's something about him. It's almost like he exudes like an S class, but I haven't seen enough personally. But I would say he is potentially an S class. I can see him being in a group, even though I don't like his look. That's just, hey, I don't like 90% of people's looks, to be honest. But I mean, I don't have to like the looks, and I can say that someone's good looking without me thinking they look good to me. Isn't that weird? I don't know if you can understand that, but I can separate myself from a superficial understanding of beauty, and then I have a personal taste for different beauties as well. And some people will disagree with me on like some of what I like and what I don't like either. So I mean, that's totally fair. So this guy, I could see that he could be an S class. I'm gonna make him an A class with a star, because I need to see him dance and perform. And the star just means I'm watching to see what happens to them. Alright, so we are 2/3 of the way through, and we're about 2 hours and 10 minutes in. So we're probably going to finish this off. It's going to be a long-ass video. Excuse my language.
잠시 후
I'm going to try to speed this up. But something tells me the baseline workflow doesn't. This is Han Yu Siop. Alright. I've kind of got this down to a science.
여러분, 안 들리세요?
I saw this guy at the performance, and I think it's kind of funny because his nose and his lower mouth seem disproportionate to the rest of his head. And so he has this kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a camel's face in a way. Or like, it's hard to explain.
여러분, 사람을 화나게 하는 두 가지 방법을 아시나요? 첫 번째는 이렇게 말하다 마는 것이고, 두 번째는 훌쩍. I don't know why 지금 이 순간 멈출 수 없는 기분. No, 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 no.
Pretty good. That was pretty good.
네. 안녕하세요. 목소리 하나로 젤리피쉬 오디션에 합격한 한유섭입니다. 평소에 제 목소리가 한 번 들으면 잊을 수 없는 목소리라는 이야기를 자주 들었는데요. 여러분들이 듣기엔 어떠신가요? 곧 제 목소리가 또 생각나실 거예요. 지금까지 젤리피쉬 엔터테인먼트 연습생 한유섭이었습니다. 꼭 기억해 주세요.
10초 남았습니다.
긴장해요. 언제 들어갈지 모르니까. 멜로디 공격!
Okay, that was pretty good. That guy's not bad. Very memorable face. I'm thinking... I think I'm gonna have to... He's not an A class because he's unique looking. And you know, sometimes unique looking is more important than a lot of things. But he sings well too. So I would say he sings well and he has a unique face, memorable face. Like if you saw him in a photo, that would promote the group instantly. And so I'm gonna give him an S class ranking, even though I think it's a low S. But that's just because I haven't seen enough. So it's tentative, really. I mean, I think if I could see him dance and then see how he interacts with other guys. We'll see what happens. But I'm not sure about him yet. Is he a team player? That's what I'm also worried about.
잠시 후 1분.
This is... Oh, I think I'm going to lose my voice. This is... We're near the end. This is Kim Min Sung... I don't even know how to say this. Oh, Taekwondo.
안녕하세요. 레드스타트 연습생 김민성입니다. 제게
Was that? Is he actually a Taekwondo guy?
미션이 주어졌다고
Could that look like gymnastics, maybe?
하는데요. 한번 클리어해 보겠습니다. 첫 번째 미션, 노래. 밝게 빛나는 별이 되어
Is he gonna sing and then break it?
너를 비춰줄게 매일. 노래 미션 클리어.
That's pretty good. This guy has a good look, actually. He has a supporting guy look.
두 번째 미션을
He has a non-center look.
랩. 에리트 버스, 지전이 버스, 나는 랩 전설, 한국 힙합 다시 건설. 후. 랩 미션도 클리어.
That was pretty good. Rapping as well.
마지막 미션은 아크로바틱.
Whoa.
아크로바틱 미션도 클리어.
Whoa.
10초 남았습니다.
제게 남은 시간 동안 정말
Okay, so I like this guy. I feel like he has a warm look to him. He's kind of like... He's a delta. What that means is that he does enough heavy lifting to be worth having around, and he seems warm enough that he'll fit in the group, and really there's no complaints about him. And that's kind of what you need. Like a low drama, kind of like okay guy to hang around and like be supportive and fill out the roles of like a non-center guy. So I feel like this guy is almost like, I would almost fast track this guy to an S+ if I wasn't sure about this show. And that's because Mnet in the past, the way their voting structure worked in the past is all the top 9 of Kepler is the top single appreciated characters from the show. Does that make sense? Like everyone's favorite was put into number 1. And you only had like, I can't remember how many votes, 1 vote, right? So everyone voted for one person. And so the person who had the most votes was this person. Person A, was it Kim Daeon? Or no, was it Cheon? Or was it the other one? I can't remember. But anyways, that was like this number 1, that number 1. But according to all separate types of people. And then they just put them together in a group. And it wasn't exactly the most balanced group. And it wasn't exactly like, it didn't consider everyone's second favorite. And like putting together, like if you had everyone's second favorites considered and you got 2 votes, the top would have been completely different. Because like you would have had like Yurina in there. Because Yurina was like a whole bunch of people like didn't put her the favorite, but then maybe they were overconfident as well. And she probably should have been. But I'm glad that like some of the people made it into the group who might have not made it otherwise. Anyways, this guy I feel like he's a good second person, and he might not get in if Mnet has the same voting structure that they had during Girls Planet. Because this guy's like a second. He's like a second person. But I'm gonna tout this guy as pretty good. I'm gonna give him the S+. And it's not because he's like a leading man. He's a following man. But I feel like I want to see him do well, and I want people to appreciate him. So I'm personally gonna like go out and say I want this guy to be a second person in the group, if only just to like continuously like be a good rapper and support the group and everything. So I'm gonna S+ this guy for like reasons against my own instincts, really, but it's like about ideally what I would want for this guy. So that's kind of a weird thing to happen too. Like, I'm saying this and it feels weird to me to say that, but I feel there's some truth.
잠시 후
Okay, so this next guy is going to be. Oh, what the heck? So this is gonna be Park Min Silk. I wonder if there's ever a chance that some of these guys have the same names.
찾았던 내 사랑, 내가 찾던 사랑.
This guy has a good voice, and you know what? He looks like a real book.
뜨겁게 안아주고 싶어. 혹시 제가 찾던 귀빈 여러분들이 맞으신가요? 제 소개가 늦었네요.
Can you dance? You look a little bit not fit.
안녕하세요. 저는 웨이크원의 노래하는 꽃도령 박민석입니다. 여러분들 제가 얼마나 찾았는지 아시나요?
This guy needs to dance right now.
저희가 이렇게 만나게 된 만큼 제가 노래 한 소절 해보도록 하겠습니다. 갈수록 짙어져가 그리움에 잠겨 시간을 거슬러 갈 순 없나요? 후! 앞으로 제가 더 많은
남았습니다.
목소리와 노래뿐만 아니라 수많은 매력들을 여러분들께 보여드릴 수 있도록 뿅! 많은 사랑 부탁드립니다. 투표해주세요.
So this guy sings really well. His face is a little bit, I would say it's average, forgettable in a way. But his singing is really nice. But is his singing good when he's dancing? Is his singing good under pressure? Because I haven't seen it. And so something about, I don't know if it's just his neck or his face shape, but I feel like I wanted to see him dance just to see if he could keep his breath and everything. I just feel like that was the challenge. And he didn't do it. And so that kind of worries me a little bit. Like, you could sing really well, but do people really need someone that good of a singer? And it was a ballad too. It wasn't like a fast song or anything. So, I mean, and he was a little gentle as well in his movements in general. Like, with the fan and everything. So, I mean, can he go hard? Can he, like, do it? I don't know. A little suspicious of that guy. His singing is S-class, but everything else about him is A-class so far. I'm going to A-class him. I'm not even that curious, honestly, about whether or not he'll grow. I don't know. There's something about it.
잠시 후 1분 카운트.
Okay, so this next guy, let me get the pearl. This is Lee Ye-dam. Lee Ye-dam.
예담 매력.
This guy has a short look to him.
예담이 매력 잡아야지.
I think, is this the guy who I said kind of reminds me of Desang?
아, 못 잡겠지? 안녕하세요. LM엔터테인먼트 소속 예담. 아, 소개.
He does have the same funny aspect to him, like a funniness.
첫 번째
Also, I like his hair. It's really thin.
매력은 댄스.
The sound effects don't enhance the way it looks. Actually, why did he do that? I'm gonna say it's distracting. I'm gonna mute it while he dances. Okay, so his dancing is really good. If anything, making those sound effects threw me off of his dancing because it wasn't like connecting with the pops.
매력은 인기, 개인기, 림보.
Stop. Please stop.
유연. 좋지. 아이고, 잡아야지. 아, 힘들다. 아니, 안 힘들지. 다음 매력은 그 전에 우리 시간이 없네. 또 봐야지.
10초
그럼
남았습니다.
이만.
Alright, so some people they're so they have personalities that are kind of like a little bit exhausting, but he was funny, and I don't know, it was funny. That's all I can say. But I think that he weirded me out before he could deliver the funny. But yeah, those sound effects and those like weird stuff, that was funny. I don't know. It was kind of like it threw off my appreciation of his performance, but it also made me laugh. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care about that. This is tough. This guy. His uniqueness is kind of an S+. But I'm kind of weirded out by him a little bit, even though I recognize that he could be an S+. But I'm gonna have to S him. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to S him. I can't give him an S+ yet, just because it's a little bit too much. That you have to have the humor in measured amounts, and it has to be very strategic. Like if you're gonna be funny, don't be a clown. If you're gonna be funny, just have a random side comment that just like lets people has them reeling, and then like stop at some point, so they can appreciate the next time comes around. This was too much compressed in a short amount of time, that it became a little bit exhausting. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. But anyways, otherwise I like his look, and he is funny. All right, we got 8 people left, so we're nearing the end.
잠시 후 1분 가운데
My jaw is tired. Ferg. G. Who? Why are you dressed like Jack the Ripper?
나 궤도 박지우 너희들의 마음을 훔치러 왔다.
This isn't an anime. Look at this guy. I can't believe it.
나 궤도 박지우 너희들의 마음을 훔치러 왔다. 스텝 1 첫째론 킥 드럼 두 번째론 스네어 드럼 세 번째론 하이햇 And this synthesizer just makes me feel high.
That's pretty good. Close up. I like this guy's vibe. I don't know. There's something about him. It's a non-threatening vibe. He seems like he has a lot to bring to the table without having to show much. And you can just sense it through his vibe.
내 유니크한 음색으로 너희들의 맘의 문을 열도록 하겠다. 스텝 2
That wasn't a very good showing of his dance.
내 파워풀하고 힙한 댄스로 너희들의 마음에 진입한다. 스텝 3 마지막으로 내 상큼한 미소와 넘치는 에너지로 너희들의 마음을 훔치도록 하겠다. 하하하하. 이것이 너희들을 향한 나의 도전장이다. 잘 부탁한다. 하하하하. 여러분들을 향해 핫 스나이퍼.
So, the showing of talent that I saw wasn't that impressive. But I do get the feeling that this guy should be a star. And so the vibe I got about this guy is maybe, what's the word? Equal to his level of self-belief. But in the actuality, I don't feel like he measured up. It's kind of like he has the feeling of an S-class, but his talent, I didn't see enough of it to really justify it. I feel like I'm going to A-class him. And there are people in A-class that deserve to be S-class over him. So even though I like his look and I like his vibe, I just feel like maybe he's meant to be a TV star, but not really an idol. I don't know if that's fair, but That's a lot of me saying maybe this, maybe that, but I don't know. I don't really want to spend time to think about it either.
잠시 후
Alright, so this is Yoon Jong. I put too many. Yoon Jong Woo. You know what's weird about the guy from before is I forgot to show the video when I first saw it. So it was kind of like a weird thing.
안녕.
Hello, I'm gonna deliver your pizza.
안녕하세요. 개인 연습생 윤종우입니다. 안녕.
You know, this guy kind of looks like kind of half, but not really.
나는 포켓몬 마스터가 되기 위해 모험을 하던 중 이곳에서 아이돌 마스터를 뽑는다는 소식을 듣고 한 걸음에 달려온 포켓몬 트레이너 윤종우야. 나랑 같이 온 친구가 있어. 내가 보여줄게. 나와라 피카츄.
His lips are too red.
안녕. 이 친구 다들 알지? 짜릿한 전기를 가지고 있어. 나도 짜릿한 퍼포먼스를 가지고 있으니까 내가 한번 보여줄게.
Alright, here you go. Turn off the audio. I feel like he's holding back a bit. I don't know if I'm imagining it. Pow. Pow. Click. Click. Yeah, he's hitting him.
어때? 아주 짜릿하지? 앞으로도 나의 짜릿한 모습이 보고 싶다면 나를 꼭 응원해줘. 그럼 윤종우, 난 너 거야!
I like him. He's good. He has a good look. You know, if he chose to be a boring member of the group, he would still be a valuable member of the group. That's how strongly I believe in his attributes. Like, he has a strong look, and he has a strong dance, and his energy is very calm. And that's like valuable to have as like someone who's not like a leading man, a center person. He's a good side person, similar to the other guy I mentioned. Was it Kim? Was it Kim Min Sung? But I kind of want to give this guy a high ranking just because of that. I'm gonna S-class him. Then we're gonna go deep through those S-classes later. But yeah, I like this guy. He has a unique look too. You can memorize his face. And his build.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅.
So this next one is gonna be it's gonna be Man Jung Hyun. This is a very confusing name. It's hard to say. Hello.
안녕하십니까. 달인을 만나다 시간입니다. 오늘은 18평생 표정을 춤과 함께 연구해 오신 얼굴로 춤추는 웨이크원의 표정의 달인 표달 문정현 선생을 모셔봤습니다.
This guy needs to show me he's talented because so far I feel like he has a strange softened look and I'm not really vibing with it. But if he can dance and sing, let's see. Like his clothes don't even look like they fit on him properly.
안녕하십니까. 제가 그 표정의 달인 표달 문정현입니다. 머리뿌리 솟아 But I love it 넌 내 왕관이 돼 두근두근두근 되는 감각.
Good dancing. The singing going along with it probably wasn't necessary. And it didn't feel like that strong of the singing. Like if that's his demonstration of the singing, it was kind of like you kind of shouldn't have shown it.
Simon says revive killer killer.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this.
Killer killer. 어두운 조명 아래 또 시작되는 무후한 손짓.
Is he out of breath? Why is he just singing like that? Hold on, I'm gonna go back and just see his dancing on its own. Good. Good. A little rough. Good. Not bad.
어두운 조명 아래 또 시작되는 move.
Also, his tone is good, but he seems out of breath.
우아한 손짓, 흥근한 눈빛. 어때요?
Like, why is he singing in such a breathy way? Is that for effect?
제 표정이 마음에 드시나요? 짧아서 조금 아쉬우셨죠. 저의 더욱 다양한 매력들과 표정들을 길게 보고 싶으시다면 많은 관심과 사랑 그리고 소중한 투표 부탁드립니다. 나한테
I feel like maybe in a few years he'll be ready.
꼭 갈 거지? 안 돼.
I feel like not now. There's something about it, I just feel like not now. But he is in S class. But he's not now S class. Does that make sense? I just feel like there's something off. That's not ready. But he's good. I'm gonna have to... Should I just give him the S class? He might learn a lot through the course of the show. He might practice enough to get it. I don't feel like I should knock him for not being ready right now, according to just... Because he's gonna figure it out. He could figure it out during the show. Yeah. I just feel like, yeah, all the baseline qualities are there. Maybe it's a little rough, that's all. Like, it's unpracticed. I don't know. Is that even correct? I don't know.
잠시 후
It's like an unknown to me. Sometimes that happens. There are just people you can't read. Ji Yun Seo. This is the next one.
안녕하세요. 저는 위어 엔터테인먼트의
This guy seems really serious. Like, if you put him in a suit, he would be like a supervisor.
화이팅보이 지윤서입니다. 저는 아이스하키 선수였지만 지금은 아이돌이라는 꿈과 목표를 향해 열심히 달려나가고 있는데요. 2, 4, 6, 8 Who do we appreciate? Boys, planet, go planet! 운동으로 다져진 핫바디 소유자, 구호로 다져진 이 튼튼한 성대까지 도로 위에 여긴 runaway 날 바라보는 눈 속 Milky Way Just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 여러분 제 경기 보러 와주실 거죠? 아이스하키 스틱 대신 마이크를 잡은 꿈 많은 소년 준비된 연습생 지윤서 여러분들의 마음에 원타임 슛을 날리 화이팅보이 지윤서 꼭 기억해 주세요.
What happened?
죄송합니다.
Did he forget what he was gonna do? I don't know.
아.
Did he mess up? They ran out of time? I don't know. You know what? His voice is pretty good. His face is a little strange, but maybe it's a good kind of strange. Maybe it's the kind of memorable kind of strange. But his voice is really good. The tone of it, actually. I didn't get to see enough. Like, I would have liked to see him do a bunch of other things. Dance, you know, joke, rap. I don't know. Something about that guy. I didn't really like his look, but his look's okay. And his voice is good. At the end, when he looked dejected because he messed up, I feel like if he can't sing, if this kid couldn't sing, it'd be a B class. But he can sing, so I'm giving him an A class. And I can see him being in a group. All right. There's 4 left.
잠시 후 1번
Whoa, the prince has arrived.
안녕하세요. 저는 위에어 엔터테인먼트의
Oh, no. Is he sick?
유승원입니다. 오늘 드디어 마녀에게서 제
How sad.
목소리를 되찾는 날인데요. 이 물량만 먹으면 목소리
Dude, give me some of that. Give me some of that.
되찾은 건가? Under the sea, under the sea.
Yeah, I don't like him faking. I don't like. Wow, that was such a long detour to get to his singing. I think he just wasted that time.
와, 너무 좋은데? 그럼 노래 하나 더 해볼까? Make me feel so high, 미치겠어. 날 멈출 순 없어.
That was pretty good. Good singing, good tone.
여러분들 마음에 슝팡 명중.
You know, there's like 3 or 4 young-looking guys who are going to be competing for basically the same 2 spots. And this is going to be one of those guys, I think. I'm gonna give this guy the S class, but he's kind of an high A. He's kind of a high A. Yeah. I just feel like... Wow, I just realized I did not write this guy's name down at all. But yeah, it's a high A so far. Let's finish his audition.
이 아름다운 음색, 탄탄한 고음, 보이즈 플래닛의 완벽한 메인 보컬이야.
10초 남았습니다.
하지만 여러분들의 투표가 없으면 이 모든 것은 다 물거품이 된답니다. 그러니 유승환 꼭 기억해 주시고 투표 해주세요.
This guy looks like handsome Squidward. He has that body type. I'm gonna give him an A class, but it's a high A. But yeah, his vocal's really good.
잠시 후 1분 카운팅이 시작됩니다.
Okay, this next person is... Wow, did I even say the other guy's name? Because I noticed I didn't write it down. That means I must not have said it. It was Yu Sung Eon. That was the last guy. This next guy is Lee Da. So let's check him out.
달달 무슨 달 쟁반같이 둥근 달 어디 떴나 보이즈 플래닛에 떴지. 안녕하세요.
This guy has a warm face.
1샷3 엔터테인먼트 연습생.
Is this the guy who smiled during the performance?
달처럼 밝게 빛나라는 이름을 가진 이다을입니다. 제가 오는 게 제 이름에 맞게 달을 따왔는데요. 짜잔! 제가 보름달을 따오려고 했는데 초승달을 따와버렸네요. 제가 이 초승달을 제 반전 목소리로 채워보겠습니다. 참 예뻐요 내 맘 가져간 사람. 반달이 되었는데요.
Okay, that was... This guy has a killer voice.
여러분들 제 마음도 가져가셨는데 저 이거 보름달로 만들어주시는 거 도와주실 거죠? 달인 똑당해. 여러분들이 이렇게 내 마음도 가져가 놓고 달이 투표 안 해주면 앙대. 달인 똑당해. 이렇게 이달이라는 행성과 보이즈 플래닛이 만나서 어떻게 보름달이 될 수 있도록 많이 도와주시기 약속.
I like that guy. Seems like if you didn't have him in the group, you wouldn't want to let him go. I don't know. But does he fit the final roster? Like, if you can create a really killer roster at the end, would he fit that look? Or would he fit a younger group look? And in that respect, would you put him there? Under normal circumstances, I would S+ him. But because of the other people who are already S+, I feel like there's conflict there. So I'm gonna S this guy. just based on the other characters. Because when you're building a group, you want people to fit into the group. Of course, that's not the case with Mnet. Mnet's just going to choose all the favorites and put them together, and then they're going to be like not as strong as they could be.
잠시 후
Okay, so this next guy is Kim Ji-woo. Hello, I'm the world's most interesting man.
안녕.
This guy's giving off my season 1 vibes with his jacket.
나는 뱀파이어 행성에서 온 2500살
This is kind of funny. I don't know what it is about this guy. I like it.
김지웅이야.
It's
내가
so
여기에
serious.
찾아온 이유는 인간이 되고 싶어서야. 우리
It even has the atmospheric music in the background.
행성의 뱀파이어들은 인간의 피를 마시는 게 아니라 100년 동안 많은 사람들에게 사랑을 받고 또 그들을 사랑하고 그들과 서로 함께 한다면 평범한 인간이 될 수 있어. 나는 내가 어떻게 하면 많은 사람들의
This guy, he's acting. I just saw his eyes dart around. He's pretending that he's someone. He's method acting. That's pretty good. But what is he actually saying? Because if he was just saying something from the heart, then I kind of want to know what that was. But if he's acting, that's really good acting. I gotta go back to the beginning. What is this guy saying?
내가
He's from a vampire planet.
여기에 찾아온 이유는 인간이 되고 싶어서야. 우리 행성의 뱀파이어들은 인간의 피를 마시는 게 아니라 100년 동안 많은 사람들에게 사랑을 받고 또 그들을 사랑하고 그들과 서로 함께 한다면 평범한 인간이 될 수 있어. 나는 내가 어떻게 하면 많은 사람들에게 사랑을
This guy's acting. He's a really good actor. I'm impressed.
받을 수 있을까? 이렇게 고민하다가 보이즈 플래닛 행성이 있다는 걸 알게 되었어. 지금 내가 인간이 될 수 있는 유일한 방법이 될 것 같아서 여기로 오게 된 거야. 나한테는 최고의 기회야.
10초 남았습니다.
꼭 인간이 되고 싶어. 내가 노력할게. 우리 다 같이 건배하자. 사랑해.
That was pretty good. I don't think I've seen a really good package like that yet. That was impressive. If you can act that well, I'm not sure. I think your dancing not that far off. Of course, I don't know how good of a dancer he is, but if he has those chops, then he could become a great dancer, as long as he has command of his body. And that still remains to be seen. But, I'm just gonna guess there's a baseline ability for them to be here, you know. But what I've seen was pretty good. I kind of want that guy in my final group. That's me being weird. But I'm gonna S+ this guy. Alright.
잠시 후
Final guy of the night. And that will conclude K group. Lee Hwan-hee. Lee Hwan-hee.
안녕하세요. TOP 미디어 소속 보풀대 보컬 동아리 회장을 맡고 있는 유건입니다. 노래하는 게 어려우시다고요? 맞습니다. 노래하는 건 정말 어려워요. 그래서 제가 몇 가지 팁을 준비했습니다. 첫 번째는요. 노래할 때 자기한테 잘 어울리는 곡을 선곡하는 겁니다. 저 같은 경우는 강하게 부르는 게 잘 어울리는데요. 예시 보여드리도록
Why is he holding the book of some random person? Let's see what these translations have to say.
하겠습니다.
He's gonna sing.
정말 사랑하고 있다고나 말할 수 이런 느낌입니다.
I didn't really like that. It was harsh. But it was good though. He was a good singer. But in my headphones it was harsh. Maybe I've been up I'm approaching 3 hours.
두 번째는요. 노래는 노래도 노래지만 보여지는 제스처나 표정도 정말 중요한데요. 이것도 예시 한번 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 예쁘네 오늘도 어제만큼 아니 오늘은 더 예뻐졌네.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about this guy's voice, but it's really coming through strongly and really powerfully. It's actually like, I don't know if my ears are sore from listening to a lot of stuff for the past 3 hours, but yeah, I might be tired as well because it's kind of late.
이런 느낌은 아니고요. 사실 노래할 때는 정답이
10초
없습니다.
남았습니다.
정답이 없습니다. 근데 뭐였죠? 정답이 없습니다. 그렇지만 노래 사랑하는 여러분 정답입니다. 이게 끝인가요?
That guy's a good singer. I feel like I don't really want him in the final group. Even if he's like the best singer. I don't know, there's something about him. I might change my mind later. Because I might change my mind later. I might be in a bad mood because my ears hurt. I'm gonna A-class him for now. But I'll give him a star because he might change my mind later. Because I might be in a bad mood later and then I won't be as weird. Because it's really late. Alright, so that's all the K groups. And I guess we'll see then all the G groups later. But if this is the intro packages for them so far, wow, there's like a very small range of talent here. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. When it came to Girls Planet, it was like a very different variety of talent, ability, and personality shown. Whereas this one, it was a very narrow section of people, like their personalities and the singing and the dancing. Like no one really blew me away. And really the only people who got S pluses were people who got it on vibe alone, really. So let's see how many S pluses I have. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 only. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Oh, there's only 3. Well, that leaves 6 people. So let's see how many S classes there are. 14. Wait, why is it? There's 14 S classes. That's a lot of S classes. I'm gonna have to go through those and kind of like whittle them down because that's way too generous. But what this basically says is that A's are in a lot of dangers, B's and C's basically no chance. But who knows? I might be surprised. I have seen a C climb up to an S. So, you never know. And I guess that's pretty much it. I don't want this video to go to exactly 3 hours. I don't really know who's watching this, but if you have like time during the day, I'm glad to have entertained you this long. If I've angered you, please let me know in the comments, and then you can tell me what you disagree with, or you can hit the thumbs down. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, you can give it a thumbs down, like I said. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing so I can see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.